Nerd Confessions.
Hello, welcome to Nerd Confessions. It's been a week since our last confession. Just a reminder to our listeners, you can find our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. I am Sohail, your host for this episode. I'm joined by Tommy.
Sup?
Jeff.
Hey.
Will.
Hey.
Tyler.
Hey.
And Encore.
Hey.
And Ryan. Hey. I heard so many hays, I forgot that Ryan was said. So let's start with what everyone did this week. So Tommy, I'll start with you.
I watched Jason Bourne. And what else did I do this week? I watched Jason Bourne.
Check the show notes.
I started watching.
That's why you write in the show notes.
This is what I did this week. I started rewatching Zoids from back in the day.
What's Zoids?
So you don't know nothing.
What is it?
I'm not telling you. You don't watch
It's not
it.
the point for you telling us what you did. It's
What
talk
about the
what you
listeners?
did.
What if the listeners want to know?
Isn't Zoids like a robot movie, robot show?
Yeah, it's like mecha animals like going at it in a tournament. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a cling off of Gundams. So, but anyway, I saw that. I'm still watching Mr. Robot, which is amazing.
Robot.
And that's about it. I haven't had a chance to do any games or nothing.
Go ahead, Will.
All right, so I played Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and then I gave it to Sohail.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh, wow.
I played some more Raw Data, still my favorite VR game. And there was a Steam VR sale, so I picked up 2 more VR games, Pool Nation VR and Hollowball. Hollowball's pretty cool. It's like playing racquetball.
How does Pool Nation VR compare to playing pool in real life?
I mean, it's not the same.
Can you
it's similar
grab a
enough.
pool stick and hold it while you play, and it's like you're really playing pool?
Yeah, I mean, there's a room, and you can move around the room freely. There's a little skee ball place, and you can take one of the balls from the skee ball and use your pool cue to hit it into the holes.
Ooh.
So it's got some cool, fun little details in there.
That's cute.
I saw Batman: The Killing Joke in the movie theater. It was pretty cool. They had a interview with Mark Hamill in the beginning, and they had a little documentary at the end of the movie. It was
Was he
pretty
a
cool
dick?
to see. He was not a dick.
Okay,
At least
just
they didn't
wondering.
make him appear like a dick.
Okay, good.
Is he supposed to be? I thought he was a nice guy.
Not always.
He makes a lot of dick jokes, especially if you follow him on Twitter.
Like dick-
He's a real asshole.
Dick jokes or asshole
No, like
type
he's
jokes?
like an asshole. Dick joke.
He has he has a dick sense of personality. When it comes
So
to
you fit in
his
here
humor.
right well.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tommy.
He'd fit right in here.
Ooh.
I watched Stranger Things. I actually finished it.
Nice.
And Jason Bourne. And that's all I did this week.
Cool.
I like how he added, and I actually finished it.
I didn't finish it. He's a completionist, as you know.
Yeah.
I am a completionist.
So Tyler, what'd you do?
So
Tyler?
my list, I played Pokemon Go.
We could all probably guess what Tyler's list is going to be. But go ahead, Tyler.
I've played some of the offline Star Wars Battlefront because they added that.
Ooh, what'd they add? Didn't you guys talk about this lately? I'm wondering what
It was
they were doing.
just normal multiplayer, so you can play with your friends.
I thought there was new single player content.
There's no story or anything. It's just
Did you play with anyone here?
no.
Was it a big download?
I've never been invited
No,
to
it
play
wasn't
anything
that
with Tyler online.
Tyler lives
He said-
20 feet away from me, and if he peeked his head through my door, said, "Hey, Ryan, want to play Battlefront?" I said, "Yeah." He never has.
And he says
I've
play
never
with
been invited to play
friends?
anything with Tyler.
No, I'm just wondering. The download wasn't that big then. For
I don't
the
think
mass?
so. No,
Okay.
I didn't notice.
What?
I didn't.
We
play
both
it.
have FIFA. We haven't even played.
I know we haven't. That's weird, huh? I'd be down to play. It'd probably kill me.
I've even played with Orlando more than I played
These
with
guys
you.
are on 2 podcasts together. They still haven't played games together.
Tyler values his privacy. I get it.
I don't know. I just do other things besides play video games. I guess.
Like watch
okay.
Home Improvement.
Like watch Home Improvement. So Home Improvement's on my list.
Home Improvement is so
Nice.
good.
Stranger Things, Twin Peaks, Superbad, Dick Van Dyke Show, Back to the Future 2, Batman vs Superman, Star Wars Episode 7, and The Office.
Where are you
God
watching Twin
damn.
Peaks at?
Mostly at work.
But what service are you watching it on?
Oh, Netflix.
It's on there?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh.
So
okay.
is Twin Peaks the Twin Peaks that's here locally, or is it Twin Peaks somewhere else? There's Twin
What do you
Peaks
mean?
in
I think it's
Arrowhead.
Twin Peaks, like Minnesota,
No, it's Oregon or Washington.
Washington.
Oh, so
like
Washington, not the one
Washington,
that's near
Canada.
Arrowhead. There's like Twin
No,
Peaks
no,
near
no,
Arrowhead.
no.
Okay,
It's the one
Tyler,
up in Washington.
I'm just wondering.
how many kryptonite spears would you give Batman versus Superman?
Kryptonite Spears, probably 2.5.
Wow.
Out of how many kryptonite spears?
10.
It's always out of 10.
Is that lower than the Ghostbusters?
No, it's Ghostbusters was 2.5 as well.
Dang.
Equal
The other
footing.
movie they just weren't good movies.
Wow.
What'd you think about that bat butt?
The bat butt. I like the bat butt.
We watched the ultimate uncut edition.
Yeah, the 3-hour version.
Yeah,
Wow.
bat
Oh, that's
butt
right. Was that the first time you saw it?
hmm
Oh, okay.
And then Ryan watched it with me hungover.
didn't make it any better.
It didn't help at all.
The bat butt was nice though.
What is the? I don't know what the bat butt is.
It's just Ben Affleck in the shower.
There's a scene
with
where he
the-
I
showers.
remember that.
Completely naked.
The shower scene's like a whole half second longer, and you see Ben Affleck's butt now.
That sounds like a good view. So, Uncle, what did you do?
I saw Star Trek Beyond again.
Ooh.
Again, I saw it too.
Twice.
You saw it twice?
I saw it once.
You see it in theaters again?
Yes,
Okay.
twice. Saw it at the Harkins.
You have a lot of money.
Oh, the Harkins over there at Cerritos?
Yes.
I don't like the Harkins as much as Fullerton. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Why? It was really good.
Have you been to Fullerton?
Harkins was nice.
Yeah.
Out of any movie theater that I've been to, that was a nice ass theater.
Never been to Harkins.
I don't know what
We can
Harkins
go
is.
sometime. We can do a field trip.
I saw episode 3 and 4 of The Night of. You guys should really get on that show. It's really good.
It's on my to-do
Where
list.
is it on?
HBO.
All right, HBO.
What's it about?
They explained it 2 episodes ago.
Damn, Gina.
Didn't even listen.
We're all about the fresh.
All right, go ahead.
Vice Principals. That's with Danny McBride. It's
Oh,
on
is that good?
HBO.
What's that about?
They're vice principals. Somebody, Bill Murray plays a vice principal.
Bill Murray's in it.
Is in the first episode.
Is he still
What's
a
the show called?
Is he still a Ghostbuster?
Vice principal.
Is this like The Substitute, where he beats people up?
Oh, that movie's so good.
That was another amazing movie.
That was a fine film.
Throws the kid out the window in the substitute too.
I don't remember that.
Fired.
It's dumb comedy. You need to get 3 episodes, then it gets good.
All right.
It's too long.
I saw. It's only a 20-minute show.
I won't waste
The
60
killing-
minutes of my life till it gets good.
Hey, shush,
I mean, you do it all the time.
I saw Batman: The Killing Joke.
Did you see that in theaters, or did you see it at home? Because
I
I
saw
saw that you could buy it on like
I saw
line.
it at
You could buy it on iTunes.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if you saw it at home
Yeah, I
or.
saw it at home.
That was
Okay.
the early releases on iTunes. Yeah.
And then I saw a movie called Nerve with Emma Watson and Dave Franco.
Was that any good?
I liked it. It was all right. It was a little cheesy,
I felt like it might be a little
but
cheesy.
it was good. Like the whole concept and everything. Like I thought it was gonna be stupid, but there's some exhilarating moments where I was like, oh shit.
Is it rated
Are
R?
you seeing the
No.
Are you seeing the similarities between Emma Watson and her aunt
Julia
Yeah.
Julia
Her
Roberts?
teeth.
Their teeth,
That's
right?
her hand?
Teeth, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that's her aunt.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
You guys didn't know that?
dad's
Yeah, her
her
dad.
dad's the guy from Dark Knight. Remember he?
I thought her name was Emma Roberts.
Yeah, her
What I
last
said.
name is her father's name.
You said Emma Watson.
Yeah, you said Emma Watson.
Emma Robert. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Whatever.
Emma Watson's
fuck.
from Riley
It
Green.
kind of matters.
Now I'm confused what we're talking
Emma
about.
Roberts' dad is the guy from Dark Knight. Remember he throws him off the bridge and his knees break or whatever? Or throws
Oh,
him
That's her
Falcone?
dad?
not Falcone, the other one, Maroney. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Maroney. Okay.
That's her dad.
Oh, wow.
That's Julia Roberts' brother.
Whoa.
Oh, he looks kind of ugly too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
That's
all I
great
did.
knowledge.
Wish
So
I
then,
was born
Jeff,
into
what
a
did you-
celebrity family.
He's better than Julia Roberts is.
so Jeff, what did you do this week?
Do your full list.
No, I'm not gonna. I had a full list to make fun of other people with stupid things they put on the list, but I deleted it. I finished 2 TV shows. I finally finished Royal Pains.
Oh, was that
Oh.
good? Did you like that?
The whole show is kind of corny. It's really it's kind of girly. There are a lot of feelings being thrown around there. And the last
My sister
episode
watches
was,
that.
huh?
And he
My
still
sister
finished
watches
it.
it, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty corny.
It's like the Degrassi
yeah,
kind of thingy.
How many
yeah.
prescriptions do you give out of 10?
I give it 7.
You watch it?
Did you
I
watch
never
it with
watched
your
it.
Why do
significant
you know
other?
it's about prescription?
No, I watched it by myself.
Royal Pain shows up on my Netflix.
I usually watch like these shows as I fall asleep at night. So I'll watch like 1 or 2 a night, and then I'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
But the last episode was good. I started watching because the guy, he's kind of like a stoner looking guy, the curly hair. I don't know his name, but I watched it because I think he's funny. But he wasn't very funny in the show.
I forget his name too. He's got like a kind of like a
He was in like Road
personality
Trip.
defect, right?
Yeah, he was in Road Trip. He was a stoner guy in Road Trip.
Oh, that little scrawny guy?
Yeah, remember they would like the
Mhm.
that.
I don't know his name, but I know
I'm
him.
over it. I also finished Parks and Rec.
Nice.
You
that was
finished
cool,
it?
too.
What
Yeah.
do you think about the season finale? Don't ruin it for people. But what did
You
you
finished
like?
that really fast.
No spoilers.
How old is this show?
Any tears? It ended
Just
like a year ago.
Just,
Okay, well then I'm just gonna spoil it.
No, what do you think about it? Don't spoil it. There's no
Why
reason
not?
to spoil it. Just what did you think about the end? Was it good? Did you like it?
It was good. It showed everybody what they're going to be doing in the future, rather than just like ending it here. It says, "Hey, look, here's what everyone else is going to be doing 15 years from now," and it went through every single person.
Did
Which
you
was
cry?
cool.
No, I didn't cry.
I cried for Larry.
I don't cry. They're not real.
Jerry.
Gary,
Jerry.
Very, Larry, whatever his name.
His name is.
So
my
you
name
have
is
no emotional
Jerry,
attachment to the
not
characters
Gary.
when you watch it? Why would you watch it if you have no emotional attachment to the
Oh,
characters?
okay. First of all, Tiger, put your claws back. I said I don't cry because it's not real. There's no.
Well, then why would you even watch
there's
it?
no physical
It's not
pain
real. I don't
being
want to
hard
watch
to me.
it.
I don't know
would
why you
watch it?
cry.
It doesn't matter
But
if it's
it's
real.
something I may
I
never
enjoy
do.
the characters and I do feel emotional attachment. I just don't cry. I can enjoy some unless I cry.
Even
I
the
don't
Terminator
My-
understood tears, Jeff,
My tear
Exactly.
ducts- my
But he
tear
didn't.
ducts
But he
dried
didn't
up.
cry.
because he was physically unable to.
Exactly.
He almost did.
I understand why you
He
girls over here
understood
cry in
why he
these,
had a
in these
tear.
TV shows. I understand why you Nancy's cry. I just don't do it. These eyes they don't come out. It's not my fault.
They broke.
It's okay.
My
You're
tear
a
ducts are broken.
psychopath. It's okay.
I know
It's
Jeff
just the
can
way
cry.
it's just the way I was born. It's-
Jeff admitted
You
to
want me
crying
to-
once. So he told me
when?
when your daughter was born.
Oh yeah, that's the only time I cried my whole life.
Okay, if you didn't cry,
Is
if
it
you
because
didn't
their
cry at
life
that
was
moment,
over? Because they're happy.
That's a toss up. That is a toss up.
well, if you didn't cry for that, that means you have some real problems.
I don't see how a grown ass man crying somehow makes it easier to watch a TV show or have emotional attachment to characters. But
No, it didn't. I just think
It indicates that you had an emotional attachment to it. If you didn't care about the characters, you wouldn't cry.
so crying is the only emotion you can have.
no, you can be happy.
Well, why is it like the overpowering
You can have a
emotion?
little sniff. You don't have to necessarily have a tear.
Okay, maybe your version of crying and mine are
You can be
completely different.
sad. You can have a mental cry.
Yeah, I was sad. I laughed. I was happy. You know,
You
I felt
laughed?
bad.
Yeah, you were sad and you laughed.
And as far as emotions go, Will, you are the last one to talk to this table, okay? But I also played Far Cry Primal, and I think you guys will be happy to know that I am one trophy away from a platinum.
Ooh, Jeff's second platinum. He's in the race.
Wait, what was your first platinum?
Rocket League.
You have 13 more to. Well,
And you're wearing the
well,
Rocket
how many
League.
trophies?
T-shirt
How many
says.
trophies do you have?
2.
2.
How many platinums?
He has one.
Sorry, how many platinums? Yeah.
This will be my second.
Okay, so you have 11 more to go until you beat
fuck
me.
that, I'm not
I
even-
almost have.
Join the
12.
train.
It'll almost be 12. Almost.
I ain't even get on that boat. But I think that was all I did.
So Ryan, what did you do?
I'll narrow mine down to my weekly highlights. I started and finished Mighty Number 9, and I'm pleased to say I really enjoyed it. I don't get all the hate that game's getting.
Was it worth all the support it got from the Kickstarter?
I can understand people being upset that I got like super hyped about it and put
Did
like
you just-
$100.
Did you see the original art?
I saw the original art, and
This looks so much
Well,
better than the end product.
when you're supporting a Kickstarter, you have to understand shit's gonna change.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just the nature of the beast. I can understand if you were super hyped for it, you might have been let down, but I thought it was a fun, challenging 2D side-scrolling Mega Man
Yeah,
clone.
the gameplay I saw, it looked fun, but I think their biggest weakness was making it on all platforms.
There were
Even
some parts
Vita.
of the game that looked really good, but a lot of it looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm sure all these assets, we have to lower them just to the lowest common denominator to make them cross-platform.
It's also not the kind of cutting-edge graphics kind of game anyway.
From
Yeah.
that art they showed, it looked like it might
Maybe.
be.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it though, but I got it for like dirt cheap. I also got back into Dark Souls 3 and I pushed through and beat that. That was a really good time. Got a little too frustrating at the end though. There were many times where I was ready to just punch a hole in the wall, but I finished it.
Did you see all those people changing their textures in Dark Souls 3?
I saw something about that,
Yeah.
replacing it with like memes.
Yeah, they changed it with Nicolas Cage's face. Every texture was Nicolas Cage's face. Even smoke. So the smoke would come up and it'd be Nicolas Cage's face. It's really
good.
weird.
I'm gonna look into that.
I wish PS4 would get mods in there like that. That'd be awesome.
PS4 sucks.
So then, after I finished Dark Souls, I was in need of a new game, and Sloan will be happy to know that I put Tales of Zestiria in my PS4, but I didn't play it.
He's not going to listen to this.
So I started Soma, and I'm really happy I started Soma because that might be my favorite game of the year so far.
How did you
wow.
get where do you put it with the Aliens game?
I have to finish it first. So Aliens was really good for like how intense it was.
Alien Isolation.
Yeah. So for how intense Alien was and how original it was, because there's still no game like that, I still love that game. But Soma has such an interesting story combined with the environments you explore, and it has really fucking good puzzles.
Did you pay full price for it?
I paid $12 for it. It was on sale like 3 weeks ago, and I always wanted it, so I bought it
Oh,
for whenever I wanted
No
to play
heads
it.
up,
I
huh?
told everybody I bought Soma.
I don't remember
sale.
this. I would have bought it.
I didn't even know what it
remember this.
was. If you told me the
I
survival
would have
horror,
thought you would have known what Soma is.
if you told me the survival horror, I would have been totally in. Especially if it looks like a kind of a cyberpunk kind of.
Kind of. The story is really interesting and goes into these really morally gray areas that I have never seen done in pretty much anything.
Like what?
I don't want to spoil it.
So it's like you can choose your own adventure kind of a game?
So there are parts throughout the game where you do have to make these moral choices, and I don't think they've affected me yet. But the way the story unfolds, you start off in a car accident, and you're playing a character who goes to the doctor to get his brain checked out. And then when you do that, shit just goes off the wall, and you end up in a whole new environment. And finding out where you are and like what's going on is just completely out there. But it's so interesting.
I'll have to.
And everything's like going crazy directions now, and all the moral choices you make. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and I hope it doesn't disappoint me.
I have a feeling if you're putting this much time into it, you're going to be disappointed.
I liked Amnesia because it's the same team that made Amnesia. I liked that game. That game didn't have a story. I didn't finish it because the story didn't pull me in. But I'm still playing this one because the story's so fucking good.
All right, well, I'll look into it.
It's a must play. I saw a video of a PC version, and it looks way better than the PS4 version, but it plays fine on PS4. And then besides that, I saw Room, which was nominated for Academy Award last year. And based on the nominees I've seen, it should have won. A 10 out of 10. Everyone should watch it. Free on Prime.
Okay.
I saw the trailer. It didn't pull me in. I
never saw a trailer for it. I just watched it, and it was really interesting and went unexpected
It had a lot of
places.
5-star reviews.
It's an amazing film. It has Brie Larson in it. Miss Marvel. Encore.
I don't know who that is, dude.
We just talked about her.
I don't know her face.
You can see how great of a job she's going to do in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel knows what they're doing, dude.
Oh, God. I'm done.
So all these names you put in the stories Encore, you don't even know them. You just know that they're going to be in movies.
What games?
If you put them in,
You wrote down that Brie Larson's going to be Captain Marvel, but you never looked at who she was.
Yeah, what does it matter?
Why
would you put the name in there if it doesn't matter to you?
Because I like Marvel movies, and whatever Marvel does, it's probably going to be good, and I'll go see it.
So just some random name that's relevant,
That's
even
fine.
though you don't
Doesn't
know who it
matter.
is.
Yeah, it doesn't
She's
matter
a-
to me.
but this is the only movie I've seen her in.
That
She's
one
great.
movie. What was that movie? Scott Pilgrim. All right, I know who she is. Jesus
Who is she in
Christ.
Scott Pilgrim? Was she Knives?
I don't remember that film, dude.
Oh, okay.
She was in Room.
I did not like that film.
Other than that, I'm continuing to watch Scream. I'm going to finish that this week. I like that. But
The show?
yeah, that MTV show.
Is that with Emma Roberts?
I don't think she's in it.
Scream.
The TV show.
Season 1.
I don't think there's any like big name actors in that show. It's all a bunch of teeny boppers. That's fun. It's a fun campy show. I like it a lot. It deviates a lot from the movie. It's not really the same at all, but I like it. That's about all I did this week.
Can I say one more thing that I did?
Yeah,
What?
go ahead.
Just see if anybody else watched it. I started watching Southland. Has anybody seen
I
that?
think I started that when it was first on.
The first episode was really good.
I was going to, but I never got it.
Didn't they cancel that show, then bring it back like a year later, and then it
That's what I
disappeared
thought.
for forever?
I think there's 7 seasons, but the first episode shows the rookie cop standing over over some dead banger, and later on in the episode you find out that he was the one that shot him. That's pretty
Isn't the guy from OC?
cool.
Right?
Yeah,
Is
Ryan
anybody,
from Chino.
is anybody interested in watching Kindergarten Cop 2?
I want to
Yes.
watch Kindergarten Cop
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Isn't it already
Everybody.
I'll watch Kindergarten Cop 2.
I have
any
a
day.
copy.
So you inviting us over to watch Kindergarten Cop 2?
I doubt it.
Where'd you get a copy of it? Did you buy it?
I don't want to talk about it. But I was thinking about getting it.
What was that one that he played in where he's trying to
Twins?
get that toy?
Dolph Lundgren?
He's getting for Christmas. He's trying
Jingle
to
All
get
the
that-
Way. Encore's favorite.
good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
such
love
a
it.
good. I love that.
Oh, it's not
Sinbad.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in the sequel. It's Dolph Lundgren.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they make a Jingle All the Way too?
No.
Yeah.
I think it was Dolph Lundgren again.
What's his name's in it? That Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh gosh.
Wow, that's horrible.
I didn't watch it.
He's gone. No, he's not even funny anymore, is he?
He still does.
never
He
been
does
funny.
He
commercials.
still does Mater.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go
Cars.
with what I did this week. I'm sorry,
Oh.
I cut you off.
We're used to it.
All right. So I watched a little more Parks and Rec. I'm still catching up with Allie because we don't have that much time to watch it, but I've already finished it, so I know what you're talking about, Jeff. Watched Stranger Things. I didn't watch all of it. I think I watched like 3 episodes. Hardcore Henry, because Will gave me the DVD, the Blu-ray
Do
actually.
you want to borrow it, Jeff?
I want to borrow
Yes,
it.
please.
Uh,
Dibs after soil.
That's
Okay.
fine. How is it, Soyo?
It's good. I liked the how innovative it is for what it was doing.
Soil doesn't like it because it doesn't have a mainstream story.
That's not what I said. Will twisted my words. All I said is that you could have came up with a little bit of better story.
He doesn't like it because the main character doesn't talk and doesn't have a
That's not what I
mainstream
said.
story.
I thought the
No,
main
that's not-
character was the guy from Chappie.
No. He has a big role in it.
Oh,
but
okay.
He's a big role in it. The only thing I didn't understand is why they had to write such a crazy story up. I mean,
It's over the top, like Kung Fury. I love Kung Fury.
Kung Fury's funny. I mean, this is not that funny.
This is funny.
I don't know.
I
did
enjoyed
find
it.
it
I
hilarious.
thought it was hilarious.
I look forward to getting my opinion.
Okay, so then Pokemon Go continuing pre and post update, and NBA 2K16 Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and that's all I did this week.
And went to soccer games, Sohail.
Oh yeah, we also Jeff and I and Ali and
Sloan.
all went to a game, Arsenal versus Chivas Guadalajara, and we watched Chivas get their asses handed to them.
Who are you rooting for?
I was rooting for Arsenal and Jeff.
I was rooting for Chivas.
And
Not that I really care about the team. I've been to that stadium in Mexico.
Did you bring your Chivas flag?
No, I had to sell it.
You sold it?
Yeah,
Why?
they made me sell it. She's like, you're not putting that up in here.
So why do you have to sell it?
What else am I gonna do with it?
How much did you sell it for?
I sold it for like $10.
How much did you buy it for?
I actually took it from the stadium.
Oh, that was a profit.
I sold the garage sale. Some guy
You're
was super excited about it.
You're an international criminal.
Yeah.
stealing and running across borders. So, all right, moving on. So, news of the week. So, I see something about Spain has a mattress. Oh my god. Spain has a mattress called the Smartress. It is built with sensors that connect to your Wi-Fi and tell you remotely what activity is occurring on your bed,
Sexy
and
time?
even its intensity. I have this right now. It's my Sleep Number has it, so I don't know what this is.
Who put this article?
I did.
Who?
My Sleep Number
Will?
has this now.
Your sleep. It actually connects to your Wi-Fi and
Yes.
can tell you activity going on there.
Yes.
Well, this one's marketed. It's actually marketed as you can see if your partner's cheating on you. Is your smart just marketed like that?
So no, it's not
Their
marketed for
commercial
cheating.
actually says that.
Mine reads my heartbeat. It reads
Why
how
does your
many breaths
mattress
I
need to
take.
read your heartbeat?
It just does. I don't know. And then also changes into like
The whole
comfort.
purpose of this mattress is to see, what's the intensity of what's going on your bed? Oh, something suspicious is going on. You better get home and see if your partner's cheating
So
on
what
you.
happens if a kid's jumping on
I
it?
think that's just cute marketing. I don't think it's the sole purpose of the mattress.
What? How
It
unfaithful?
sends you an
Are,
alarm if it's having sex in the middle of the day.
how unfaithful are people in Spain? Like, is
I
that a
don't know.
problem?
I'm sure just as
I'm sure-
unfaithful as
I'm-
America.
I'm sure Ryan's right, and it's just marketing because how do you get a mattress like this and your partner not know what's going on? They'd have to be very technologically uninclined.
You'd be very surprised.
What happens if you just took the bed and disconnected your Wi-Fi,
Then it wouldn't know. It
All
wouldn't
right,
be
there
able
you
to. It's all about sending your remote alerts.
or your child was jumping on your bed? That'd be awkward. All right. So next piece of news: PS Plus won't be required to play No Man's Sky online. However, you'll need to be connected to the internet for your discoveries to be registered with the Universal Atlas. So, what do you guys think?
Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't see why they'd make you have Plus. It's kind of connected at a bare minimum.
Well, I guess it all depends on what's going on with the meeting at the center. Apparently, it only takes 30 hours.
That's plenty of time.
Really?
30 hours is a long game.
Well,
You know?
I mean, if you the whole thing is it's hard to meet other people, right? So if it takes you 30 hours to get to the middle of the universe, maybe that's 30 hours until you can play with other people.
All right. But how about? Have we seen anything else other than what we saw like on like the shows?
No, I don't want to talk about the spoilers. I'd heard enough spoilers. I don't want
Okay.
anything more.
The one thing I'll say, as I heard, like every minute of gameplay is pretty much identical to the previous minute. That's what I've heard.
That's what we predicted.
I heard the music's pretty good.
The music sounds amazing.
Hey, you guys were mad when I was playing the album of.
I don't recall being mad at you.
Yeah, you guys are like, "What is this music? Why would you buy that music?" on the car ride on the way home from Las Vegas.
I don't remember.
Oh, it must have been really weird music. If
I was probably tired.
Yeah, hey, we're like hungover, tired, didn't want to be there, want to get
think-
home.
I was still upset that we were all excited to go to the buffet, but we don't go to the buffet because Encore wants to go to In-N-Out.
No, you're fucking.
And
Oh,
the
that was
first thing,
so
the first
stupid.
thing
Your
Encore
fucking
says,
coupons were expired.
That was so
first
dumb.
thing Encore says,
overrated.
I totally forgot about them. I'm all mad all over again. That was so dumb.
How do you want to go on a fucking buffet if your coupons expired?
I don't care about the coupon.
I'll
I want
pay
to
full
go to
price
a
for the
buffet.
buffet.
There's In-N-Out down the street from my house, and then you didn't even eat.
no, he complained about how overrated it was.
God,
So
That's Encore for you.
we always let Encore pick. I don't know why.
All right.
We've hung out like 2 times.
Because
he's very
'Cause
vocal
Encore-
about where we should go.
Because Encore has special dietary needs. He cannot eat meat.
Like he chooses not to eat meat.
I saw him eat a hot dog at Costco.
I've seen his mouth.
Oh, he shoved that whole thing down his throat.
Except for the nub.
I've also seen Encore eat a brisket and was like his mouth was watering all over the place.
He ate the nub too. I didn't eat my nub. He
No,
ate his
Anyway,
nub.
Encore didn't eat the
moving
nub.
on.
Oh,
Oh,
forgot.
no, you
Sorry.
didn't eat the nub.
Nope, can't talk about that. Quiet.
Nintendo shares drop as investors learn it didn't create Pokemon Go. Big freaking, that's a surprise. Shares fell by 17.7%. The Japanese giant posted a net loss of 24.5 billion yen, which is like
$5.
Isn't that like Isn't that 2.5? Isn't it like 2.4 billion?
I think like 1,000 is $1.
They still have plenty of money. You don't need to worry about Nintendo.
Jesus fuck.
No,
That's
but
a lot
it
of
was
money.
funny to see how people like didn't know they didn't make it.
Hey,
until
it made us a lot of money, so
I know. I'm just saying. But anyway, go ahead.
People are just jumping on the train.
The bandwagon.
The bandwagon for that.
Yeah,
train.
they're crazy for even buying it that high. I mean, $37 a
Well,
pop.
the number one rule is you don't buy stock after it jumps.
Yeah.
You try to get in before the jump.
Some people, I think, were trying to buy it just
It's like going to
trying
the
to
beach.
ride the wave at the
Did you say
beginning.
wide the wave?
Ride the
Yeah,
wave. He
you
was
said
saying
wi-
something. I
you
said
say wide.
something.
I heard wide.
Heard wide.
Wide the wave.
Wide the wave.
Good job, Tyler. All right, moving on. Pokemon
Only
Go
thing I
has
can
surpassed 75 million downloads worldwide, smashing the record for the fastest app to pass 50 million installs for a combined iOS and Android ecosystem by only 19 days to hit that mark.
Too bad it's only rated 1 star.
Is it really one
Yeah,
star?
Right now it's 1 star. Remember I sent you the reviews that I saw?
Pay attention to
saw
that.
Oh. The reviews are dropping and people are like taking refunds now. So what people are doing is they were like getting refunds for all the money they spent, and Niantic was giving them money. It didn't matter. They didn't really care. It's like, all right,
It's
take
not,
your
I
money.
don't think it's Niantic.
It's Google and Apple that give them
Yeah,
the money.
Okay, whoever was the one that someone gave them the money right away. Jurassic World 2 will be released on June 22nd, 2018.
Yes.
With
I'm
Chris
excited.
Pratt and Bryce Dallas
Yes.
Howard returning.
Speaking,
Fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think they're gonna have dinosaur guns this time.
You think so?
Like
The-
Blastoise?
I think they're gonna focus heavily on the
Blastoise.
militarized dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs coming back with guns.
All I want to know is are the Velociraptors and the T-Rexes going to say what's up to each other and like, oh, you cool?
That was
No,
cool.
that's
that was the shit. That was the best scene in
that was the
movie.
worst. I hated that part.
That was cool.
I hated that.
Spoilers.
Have you not seen
So
it yet?
I didn't-
Oh no, I was supposed to
I
bring it
still
over.
haven't seen it.
You haven't? Oh,
You
Tyler-
spoiled
Tyler
it.
doesn't see anything.
I can-
I
Not
would
a
like to
spoiler.
see it. I just
It's not a
haven't seen
spoiler.
Aren't you guys in the same house?
Yeah.
Damn.
it. Yes.
So anyway, that
Why
movie.
does that matter?
I
Who's that?
enjoyed that movie quite a bit. I don't think they're gonna have guns, but we'll see.
I enjoyed the movie. That's the one part I hated.
I liked it a lot.
I would love to see the dinosaurs invade like mainland.
They already did that.
They did that.
No,
Been
like
there,
Jurassic
done
World.
that.
Jurassic Park 2.
No,
Lost
no,
World.
like a lot of them.
That was a lot of them.
No, I'm
was
talking
just
like
one.
1,000.
That's
yeah,
enough. One is enough.
No,
That's
like-
not a lot of them.
Imagine
That's
like,
a lot
like
of one is
200.
Technically,
One
What's the
T-Rex
biggest,
fucked up all
scariest
the
thing?
it
time.
was 2 T-Rexes because it
was
just
a
wanted
baby.
its baby.
Remember,
and
there was 2.
What's that lady's name that's in that movie?
Jillian Moore?
Julianne Moore looks like a dinosaur.
We could technically
Oh
count.
my god.
We could technically count Godzilla in the 90s because those are just a bunch of T-Rexes and Velociraptors.
For that.
I think they should just
Whole
stop.
stadium full
I
of
think
them.
they should stop making Jurassic
No,
Park
they need to
movies.
release like 200 Velociraptors, 300 T-Rexes, and just let them roam through New York.
did nobody like?
just
Poor New York.
that shit would be
Do
hilarious.
it to Frisco.
Did
I
nobody
don't
like
want to
the-
see any movie with dinosaurs running around a real city.
I mean,
The
you didn't
second
like
one take
you didn't like
place in
Godzilla
San
1999 or 1998. That's what all it was. And freaking Godzilla digging tunnels and shitting babies out all over the place.
and eating fish.
They looked exactly
That
like
was a good movie.
Velociraptors.
What do you see, Tyler?
Freaking terrible.
What'd you say?
I said, wasn't the second Jurassic Park in San Francisco?
No, they
No.
go to San Diego.
San Diego.
I'm
They
sorry.
tore up San Diego and ate
You're
the
close.
dog, remember?
Close,
It
I
was
got
something with San, yeah. San Marcos.
And then Jeff
San Jose.
Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's in it. Jeff Goldblum.
Chef Goldblum?
Chef Goldblum.
Chef Goldblum.
And his
Yeah.
We still gotta go.
gymnastic wife. Oh yeah, the Jeff Goldblum.
He doesn't do the show anymore.
He doesn't do it
What?
anymore.
He doesn't do it anymore because it's like his prime acting season.
When did
He'll
he
be
stop?
back at it.
When he
Or
made all
winter.
that Independence Day 2 money.
No. He'll be back. I think he gets back at it when it's like the winter season.
Oh, you made it sound
Okay.
like he was done.
No, he's done right now.
He's like a bear.
Yeah, I
He
was
goes
so
in
nervous,
hibernation.
Sohail.
So, Charlie Hunnam won't be reprising his role as a Jaeger pilot.
Seriously?
Riley Beckett in Pacific Rim 2. And the reason why is probably We're looking at the new guy coming in. I forgot his name.
From Star Wars.
John Boyega.
John Boyega. And another reason is some Chinese stuff going on that I don't know if it's real.
Is anyone watching this movie for Charlie Hunnam, or are we
Probably
watching
should
it for
further
Big
that
Robot?
that comment there, please.
So they said that there's like some Chinese production company that says that his schedule doesn't work, so they don't want him in the set.
Well, it's the Chinese production companies rushing to make the movie because that's the market that actually made money. So they're the ones funding the movie, and they want it made sooner than later. And Charlie Hunnam's too busy. So
Poor Charlie Hunnam. He was so good in that movie.
yeah, who
He
cares about
added
Charlie?
So much.
All you want is the robots.
I
As
was
long as
just
they get
joking.
Ron Perlman in his nice boots.
I was just joking. It didn't. It didn't even really matter.
I just hope they don't Will Smith him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, he had a test flight for a robot and it blew up.
I loved all
from
the
Independence Day.
Spoilers.
Here's a salute.
all the pictures that they had of Will Smith in that movie. I laughed every single time. It's just like a screen capture from the first movie.
It's not a spoiler. We all know Will Smith was not in that movie.
I don't know
Poor
why.
Will Smith. He was busy being Deadeye or Deadshot, whatever it is.
I thought he was in the movie the whole time.
Will Smith died.
Oh.
Remember?
This next story is cool.
So, a surprise trailer for a sequel, the Blair Witch Project, entitled Blair Witch, was released in San Diego Comic-Con. The film was originally marked as The Woods, so as an exclusive surprise announcement for those in attendance at the convention. The film is slated for a September 16, 2016 release, and stars James Allen McCune as the brother of the original film's Heather Donahue. So,
Is anyone excited for a new Blair Witch
how
movie?
much money did they spend on this?
Probably not very much. It's probably filmed the same way as the first one.
Why
so
would
it probably
anybody even
costs
go see
nothing.
this? People weren't really excited about the original because they thought it was real.
And then everyone was disappointed by it.
How long
And
did it
nobody
take you
liked the
guys to
second one.
realize that the entire story of the Blair Witch was not real?
I was a kid and I was, oh my
I
god,
believed
this
it
is
for a
so
while.
scary.
I think I knew before I saw the movie.
Because-
I think.
all I knew was I saw a documentary on TV and I was scared by the documentary.
I remember
I never saw the actual
watching.
movie.
I watched Jay Leno and they had the actress on there, so I knew it was fake.
I mean, like the actual, like the lore of the Blair
Oh, the
Witch.
lore?
I was in my early 20s until I realized, or until somebody told me that the entire thing was
your
fake.
early 20s.
Yeah, I swear.
That makes sense, though. I mean,
I thought it was based off of like an urban legend.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but have you seen the
question
second
here.
one?
I mean, that documentary was
The
convincing.
The second one's way different. I actually kind of like it better than the first one.
So,
I've never
But a
saw
lot of
the
people
second
don't
one.
like the second one.
did you even get to see her in that first movie? The Blair Witch?
You see her at the
No.
very end, don't you?
What did she look
No,
like?
you just see the person standing in the corner
Yeah,
with the back to her.
that's the Blair Witch, right?
No, that's the friend that,
I thought you
that was
see it.
kidnapped.
Hmm.
No, you don't see anything.
That's so special.
Oh, I was gonna talk about another movie. Oh, Tyler talked about this. Were you the one who were talking? No, it was Mike. There's supposedly like a documentary on the Slender Man that's supposed to be like really good.
Slender Man's not even real.
I know, but there's like a documentary that explains
know
the
that.
story
Oh,
behind
like
it, and it's supposed to be
From
like
4chan
really
or
interesting. Yeah,
creepypasta? Yeah.
Oh, so some like really thin guy wears a suit and follows people around.
but
Well,
like
it was just made on creepypasta. It was some random guy made the
Yeah.
character up.
Did
Yeah.
you hear? Did you hear
It's
that
really
story where
it's all to
those girls trying to kill their friend?
the friend.
yeah, that's what the documentary's about.
Shit's
Oh, it's about that.
crazy.
Yeah, I really want to watch that. I want to
They
find
were
out
like
what it's
12
called.
or 13 years old and
Yeah.
they tried to kill their friend for Slender Man.
Ooh. So, Michael Fassbender says that Prometheus sequel Alien Covenant will be scary as the original Alien movie was. Alien Covenant, the second film planned in the trilogy, will land in theaters August 4th, 2017, so like a year from now. What do you guys think?
I didn't like the first one.
I liked
I liked it.
the
I enjoyed
graphical elements, and I liked the camera work. I did
I thought
not
it was
like
a
the
little slow.
story. The
I
story was
liked
slow.
it, but it didn't have.
Why couldn't Charlie Theron just run to the left?
Right, you know the it wasn't
Yeah, that's
it wasn't
kinda
Charlize
dumb.
Theron though, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Was she the one that got almost? Yeah,
Yeah.
she got crushed.
I liked it, but I was disappointed by it.
yeah. I mean, it was okay. I didn't think it was like a terrible movie,
wasn't.
but I was like really excited for it.
The
And-
giant wheel, the giant wheel.
I'm a huge Alien fan.
Because I thought the whole xenomorph reveal at the end, it would have been better without that.
Mm.
And the whole like black goop thing didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't
it
understand
was a little weird.
Danny McBride's in it.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Danny. Has he done like serious movies yet? Is there anything like notable
Danny
that he's
McBride
done?
was in it?
He's in the sequel.
He's gonna
In
be,
the sequel, okay.
in Covenant.
The girl, they kept saying the girl from the first one wouldn't be back, and then they just confirmed that she's back.
Isn't he
too.
just a comedy guy?
Well, he's probably trying to make that leap to something serious.
Yeah, so we'll see where he goes with
I
it.
mean, what's his name from Jurassic Park? He was a comedy actor. Now he's all over the place.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. He needs to be Indiana Jones. over there.
Magnificent Seven looks cool. I want
He's
to see
so
that.
hot right now.
Yeah, no. So Hello Games has Want to stop?
I thought it was funny that he said he looked hot.
I
don't know.
thought it was funny. Too.
That Hansel, he's so hot right now.
Yeah, it's, you kind of sound like him.
Hello Games has
He is Blue Steel. That's his email.
I got it.
Here we go. Here comes the
made that
excuse.
bullshit. I made that name. I have it on tape. In year
Here we go.
2000, December, before that movie came out. So bullshit.
Blue Steel 21.
And you were doing lens flares before J.J. Abrams.
I was. I have evidence. Fucking JJ steal my shit.
J.J. Abrams wasn't even the inventor of lens flares. Come on.
I know. If it's a tool in a video editing software, how are you the first one?
How about people that did it without that tool, like naturally? Did people do
like-
naturally?
so much
filming the
lens flare
sun?
in
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
So Hello Games has announced that sorry, let me start over. Hello Games has announced that review copies of No Man's Sky will not be given out prior to game's release in November 11th. August 11th, sorry. Meaning that journalists will begin their race to the center of the galaxy, same as everybody else.
A lot of good that did then with that leak.
Yeah. Shit gets out.
So how much are you selling your copy for, Ryan?
I would sell my copy for $5,000, and I'll deliver it to you on August 11th.
Did that guy reply to
The
you?
guy emailed me like 5 times, and he said, "I have another guy in LA who wants to sell to me, but I don't trust him. Get back to me, please."
You sounded more
And
trustworthy
he
than
offered
the other
me.
guy, huh?
He offered me the signed copy of the Fallout 4 collector's edition.
By the creator of the
Yeah.
original Fallout.
I almost.
Oh, that's why you wanted to know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent you the email. I screenshotted it.
Oh,
Pay attention to me, Will.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Pay
I didn't
attention to
read
me,
the-
I matter
didn't read
too.
that image.
But since they're not giving out review copies, are we concerned about the quality of the game? Because we already know the servers are up because that one guy's playing it all by himself.
well, you said a lot of the feedback about it was positive, right? So I'm not that worried.
And people aren't saying it's terrible, but people don't seem too excited about it. But usually when games don't go out to critics for review, they're really bad. The only game that like beat that norm was Doom.
No. How about that game that was that we just had that game that didn't do it for very long. It was Lord of the Rings based. That
Shadows of Mordor.
Shadows
of Mordor went out for review.
It did, but it was
no. There was something about it that was weird. I don't
yeah.
remember.
They said they they let people review it, but they could not review.
Oh, they
or-
had the embargo.
Yeah,
They couldn't
embargo,
release it to
yeah.
the. They probably weren't very confident in it, and then
and then it
'cause
blew
I
up.
personally didn't think that game was that good.
I love that.
I
game.
enjoyed it.
Loved it.
I enjoyed it, but
I love
thought it
that.
was
The
overrated.
Nemesis system was super.
Nemesis
so
system's
good.
awesome.
That was amazing.
But
yeah.
like the level design was boring, the story was boring.
Well,
Like it's a fun, mindless combat game, and that Nemesis thing is really fucking cool, especially at the end of the game when you get to play around with it a lot.
that guy that makes your ring is from the Cerulean, and that's really cool that he's in there.
I can't believe no game has copied it yet.
The Nemesis
Mad
system.
Max should have totally copied the Nemesis system.
they
Yeah.
probably wanted to
He's a
just make
loner.
it something quick out there.
The Mad Max game is awesome too.
That was a fantastic
that
game,
was
too.
great.
That would have been easy to do in Mad Max. Actually, just like have some random scrab.
Yeah, it would have
that
been
would do
perfect.
that. Yeah, that would be your Nemesis.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they didn't do that.
Well, I think they kind of wanted to go through a storyline with that game. That's probably why.
You can still do a story with the
No, I
Nemesis.
know,
still
but-
have like you could have like scrab nemesis that come hunt
Yeah,
you
that's
down.
true. That's true. You
And then it could have been like special cars, and like you'd see it out there and go on like a cool car chase throughout the way. That would have been fucking awesome.
That would have been really cool. See, like a giant train of your enemy. Try to
But
take it
there's
down.
no. I don't remember there being really good stealth mechanics in Mad Max.
There
No.
was not. So
So
you could still do a
part
Nemesis
of
system.
what was so fun about Shadows of Mordor was like your nemesis would have special abilities, like they'd be able to smell you out when you're sneaking around and stuff like that.
I don't think
Yeah.
I ever had that happen. I should
No, yeah,
play
they
it.
did that to me two
I
or
should
three
play
times.
it again.
That was a good one.
So
It
what
was so good. My favorite thing to do would be to leave one of them alive and then like barely like kill them, and sometimes they come back and then they'll like have special abilities based on what you did to them.
Ooh.
It was really cool.
Yeah, but you can also you buff them basically, and then they get better and better and better,
Yeah.
and then you come back and you kill them, and it's like really
Yeah, I
hard.
would love to build them up
Yeah,
and then watch them grow.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
they, like, get
build
this-
your nemesis.
like when you ride those. What are those things called? Like those, I don't remember what they're called. They're like giant cat-looking things. When you rode those things and then you scared off your nemesis, they would come back with a buff that they don't get scared by those anymore.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Holy crap! I can't ride this in there." He'll kill it right away, and he'll kill it.
Yeah,
So that's
I would
really-
get sad when like actually accidentally kill my nemesis or some other warlord kills my nemesis that were like building up. I had like this butcher guy. He had like an apron and he had the mallet. He was my favorite one, and he got fucked over by another guy.
You should have made them better. Should have thrown bees.
I
at
tried hard.
try bees. So, Suicide Squad fans petitioned to shut down Rotten Tomatoes after unfair movie reviews surface, I guess, despite the negative rating not necessarily being reflective of the website's opinion of the film.
Yes.
So, what do you guys think about them?
I think fanboys need to stop being fucking
Stop
fanboys
whining.
and
How come nobody
just
complains about
deal
Yelp?
with negative reviews? Have your own fucking opinion. Doesn't matter what
I
other
hate
people
Yelp
think.
too.
It's like the same thing, though. Like, how come people don't
I
go up in arms
agree.
about Yelp? And
I
Yelp
agree.
just destroys businesses too, just like this is.
I agree with you, Jeff.
It's not destroying the movie. The movie's still making money.
No, I think
cares?
that what Rotten Tomatoes does and it's not just Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of critics do it. They go out there and they say like something, right? And then you say, okay, this movie sucked. Then people will decide to build their ideas based off those reviews.
So one of the things that I don't know if Rotten Tomatoes does this, but a lot of critics don't like Metacritic, how they assign the scores. Because a lot of video game reviewers, they don't give scores anymore. They'll just like write a review, and then Metacritic will take it and give it like a 70 for like no reason at all, and it doesn't fit with their rating scale or anything, and they don't understand where they're getting it. So I don't know if Rotten Tomatoes does the same thing with how they apply percentages.
It could be. We don't know.
It's possible.
What do you
but
think about that, Encore?
People should make their own opinions, but that's the thing. People look at stupid Rotten Tomatoes and will decide not to watch a movie or watch it because of the score.
Is that why you share them all with us?
Yeah, I agree.
But that's the same thing with restaurants.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't say it wasn't. Yeah, it's all bad. It fucking watch the trailer. It looks good. Go watch it.
Yeah, I think people
Don't go watch it because of a stupid ass rating on.
How much money did Batman versus Superman make?
It made
$800 million
money.
worldwide.
You think the negative ratings would have, if it was positive, it would have made a lot more?
It made 160 in the opening. I think they have an embargo act on reviews, right? Lots of reviews have embargo acts. So I think after the first
Some do,
weekend,
some don't.
most do. After the first weekend, then release these reviews because it affects movie performance so much. Like let people enjoy it. If you look
But
at
that's
it,
part of the movie making business.
I don't think movies like that get affected by reviews, though. Like, look at all the Michael Bay movies. All those get trashed on Rotten Tomatoes, and they make a shit ton of money. Like,
just sad
if
that-
somebody wants to see Suicide Squad, they're gonna go see it. But there are people who are like on the fence. Like, I don't know if I want to see it. And if they say it gets good reviews, then they'll go see it. And if it gets
Exactly.
bad reviews, but they're on the fence. They don't necessarily want to
but
see the
that's
movie
still
anyway.
a thing. It's an issue these days.
I don't think it's an
blocking
issue.
Rotten Tomatoes is like blocking people from their own stupidity.
I think you give
Like, that's
reviews
not
too
the
much
answer.
credit.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't like those super negative reviews. Like this movie makes me want to shit my.
oh, I love that review I sent today. It's like, if you have an enemy that you kind of like, don't send them to this movie. But if you have someone you absolutely despise, give them a ticket to this movie.
So that's like a really hard.
It's so stupid.
And then you look at it and say some people are like, oh my god, I'm not going to go see this movie. It's that bad. And I know that that's what happens with some people, but a lot of people want to make their own opinions. But
Yeah.
the new world that we live in with Facebook, people pass that around real quick.
Yeah.
But anyway, 5,000 people have signed the petition in defense of the film that has not yet had an opening to the general public.
But why would a petition cause a business to shut themselves
I
down?
don't
That
know.
makes no sense.
It's not going to shut it down.
It's so dumb. It's a waste of time.
By the way,
It's like an impeachment kind of thing.
talking about movies,
the government's not going to step in and say 5,000 people don't like you. You close your doors.
The government better not step in.
President Trump will close it.
Well,
you know
right
who?
now-
Andrew, well, go ahead.
Right now, the movie is tracking for over 130 million or something like that. So it's gonna have a big opening, just like Batman versus Superman did. But it's gonna.
Didn't they say the same
Probably.
thing about Ghostbusters?
I think the reviews are going to hurt it this
Ghostbusters
time.
had a 70%, and we all hated it here.
I remember.
I liked it.
Remember how Ghostbusters
Sucked.
said was tracking for like $150 million opening
I
weekend?
don't think
No,
I don't think
it
they
was
ever
not.
said that.
And then
Tracking means shit.
and the tracking doesn't mean anything. But anyway, go on the Ghostbusters box office. They only made 161 million so far in
That's a
foreign
lot of
and
money.
domestic.
9 of that was mine. $9 of that was
It
mine.
was
They got
$104.
$5.
How much was the budget?
The budget was 144, and that does not include advertising.
That never includes marketing.
It's called.
And they always say marketing is always like as much as the movie costs, which makes no sense to me.
It's like 50 million.
I'm gonna add like
100
another.
million.
I'll add like 50 million to that. They're not gonna make. They're not
After
gonna make that much money
DVD
for
and
this.
Blu-ray and TV, they'll make money.
They'll make money, hopefully.
I hope they don't.
I call that a failure.
So inside confirmed.
than World of Warcraft comparatively.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Tommy's mad.
Ryan says that this new Ghostbusters is better than Ghostbusters 2.
That is way better than
No
Ghostbusters
way.
2.
No way.
Get him, Encore.
Who was
Get him.
Who was the bad guy? Egon? Not Egon. Igor? The guy in the painting.
On the
Egon.
second one?
I think it was
Isn't that-
Egon, wasn't it?
isn't it Vlad?
Igor was the guy that
did the
was
painting.
obsessed with the painting.
Isn't it Vlad?
Vlad the Impaler?
I think so.
No,
Yeah,
Vlad the
no.
Impaler was Dracula.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they called him, though.
No, he's called something else.
I don't like Ghostbusters 2, so I'm not
Dude.
going to pretend to know.
Did you not like it because Sigourney Weaver fucked somebody else and had a kid?
No, I didn't like it because it was boring.
What?
I thought it was
People hate that movie.
I thought it was a boring movie.
Yeah,
It was not a boring
Yeah.
I
movie.
found that movie boring.
It was
Just silly.
Just a
It was
heads up.
supposed to be silly.
It was goofy.
I like silly movies. I thought it was boring.
It was better than the new Ghostbusters.
Oh, so much
I'll
better.
watch it
So much
again.
better.
I've seen it a couple times.
I have it at home. I'll let
Do
you
you have it
know.
on
I need
Blu-ray?
to watch it again
No,
before
only
I
on
can.
DVD.
I'm watching
have
this
an opinion,
DVD
too.
shit. Get out
Oh
of here.
my god, Ryan, who cares?
So
It was made in the 80s.
Like 900.
You're not going to know the
The
difference.
plot changes actually in the Blu-ray, so you should probably should.
Makes my eyeballs feel better, Jeff. Jeff, why don't you get rid of that nice flat screen TV you got
Oh,
and
that
put a
was
tube
so
in
good,
there?
Jeff. That was a good one.
Because they don't sell tube TVs anymore.
I'll find you one.
Find me one.
Okay,
You know
if I find you a tube TV, will you replace
You
it
can
with your
find
flat
it for
screen?
free
If
on
you buy it, I'll
Craigslist.
replace it.
Okay, I will.
You can get them for free on
All right, I'm gonna bring you a
On
tube.
where?
I'm gonna bring you a tube TV next week.
Hey,
You mean the cathode ray
Since
television?
they're so
Go
heavy.
ahead.
you should watch a Tube TV. You should
Remember
watch
Alicia's?
Stranger
Oh
Things.
my
That was
God.
horrible. That was the heaviest thing.
Hey Jeff, remember that heavy TV?
Yeah, we should
Oh,
throw it
God.
at the freaking
Remember
wall.
when it crushed? What was it? Crushed,
crushed
your leg,
my
right?
toe.
Your toe. That's right.
Wear fucking shoes, bro.
I was wearing sandals.
And we were trying to put it in Ryan's little car.
Oh my
That's so
god!
funny.
Like
that
sag
TV
the back, so it was like scraping, bottoming out.
we couldn't even get it in.
Couldn't even get it in the car.
That TV was the heaviest TV I've ever felt in my life.
Holy
I know that thing
shit!
wasn't.
Must have been
unreal.
huge.
It wasn't even
It wasn't
big.
that
It was
big.
like a
What?
19
No.
inch. It
Yeah.
wasn't that big at all.
It
It was
was-
just like this wide.
What the fuck made it so heavy?
I don't know.
Was it made of
cathode-
titanium?
It was so heavy.
rays, man.
Yeah.
Cathode ray
And it was
tubes.
like awkwardly shaped, like you couldn't get a good grip anywhere.
Yeah, your
It had
hands
those
would
handles
slip.
that were like just flat. They weren't like cupped inward. They were just flat. So you had to like rock climb status with your pinkies and your fingers.
Fuck that TV.
And then your hands start sweating and then they slip. And
Yeah.
it's just,
I
it's
don't.
horrible.
I don't miss CRT TVs.
Actually, the way we got down the stairs was you were in front of it. I held onto the power cord and we just pushed it down. And we slowly just let it go down.
That was easy, but then we had it on the lawn, and we couldn't get off Alicia's lawn for like 2 months. So no way to transport the damn thing.
So, just a heads up. I guess World of Warcraft made 433 million.
But that's worldwide, bro.
Bitch.
That opened in China. How much did it make in China, Sohail?
Bam.
385 million.
What? How much? How much?
385
All
million.
right, it made all its money in
But
China.
that was also worldwide for Ghostbusters.
But Ghostbusters was banned in China. How come they can have ghost shit in Warcraft, but they won't release Ghostbusters?
Because they're women.
Because there was a black lady in it.
Yeah. Warcraft.
That's true.
No, not in America, bro. America's all that matters.
Anyway.
All that matters is the end.
Land of
America's all that
President Trump.
matters.
Land of President Trump.
Okay, stop, Ryan. So, Inside confirmed to be coming to PS4 on August 23rd. What do you guys think?
I'm so excited for this game. Is anyone else excited?
What is it about?
What game is this?
I don't give a fuck about this game.
Inside?
I'm excited. I don't know.
This was an Xbox exclusive, Tom. You should
I
have
don't
been
give
all
a damn
over it.
about this game. I ain't playing no game called Inside. I'm playing a game
Tommy's
called
a
Outside.
poser.
But not an Inside.
Did you play? Anyone play
was it,
Limbo?
really, was it really announced as an Xbox
I played Limbo.
exclusive?
Well, it was
I love
always
Limbo.
like so. Every time they talked about it, it was always for Xbox. It was always on their stage,
Right.
So we always knew it was a timed exclusive, but nobody knew
But
how
we
long.
didn't know if it was for a month or forever.
Everyone assumed it'd be because Limbo was a year, and it's the same
Yeah.
team that made Limbo. But 2 months. So my theory is they had like some kind of contract, and the game just took forever to get out, and it was based on like a year, and that's how it worked out. And that's why we're getting it only 2 months
I
later.
love Limbo.
The Limbo is so good, and I hear nothing but good things about this.
I
Except-
just saw a little bit of the gameplay, and I might pay full price for it.
I'm gonna pay full price for it
Whoa.
too. It's
Full
$20. It's only
Oh,
like
wow.
4 hours long, but it's
That's a lot
supposed to be
of money,
really
though.
good.
It looks pretty cool.
But somebody
actually.
told me the ending shits the bed, and it's like really fucking weird. But this person doesn't like. They're gonna listen to.
Who told you that?
podcasts.
Mike? It was Mike.
Some really weird shit.
It wasn't
happened.
Mike.
Everett?
It was one of our other 4 listeners.
Oh, John Drake.
Dondrick.
Oh, JD.
John said the ending's really bad, but he doesn't like the same kind of. I like. It sounds like the kind of story I like, but he doesn't like.
Let's see how it is then.
I'm really excited. I'll pay full price for it. I wish it was a physical release so we could share it, but it's digital only.
So, last bit
That's
of
why
news.
John liked it.
John doesn't like it.
Not that he liked it because it was only digital.
He likes things specifically because it's only digital.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Last
love
bit of
you, John.
news.
I guess he would have been a lot more happy if Xbox originally released originally with that share feature, where anything that you download you can share with other people.
Wait, well, how was the feature?
It was going to be until everybody got pissed off.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah,
I would have liked Xbox.
ahead of its time.
It probably would have taken me like 2 days to download what you shared.
The last.
All right, next topic. I don't want to go on a rant for 5 hours about how it's not.
So what else is new?
So last bit of news is the games released this week. I don't know how to say this. It sounds like Todekin.
I think that's a
Todekin?
Monster Hunter type game.
It's on PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, which is coming out for Windows, PS4, and Xbox.
I heard they shit the bed on that.
How do you feel about that, Jeff? Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
I was really excited about it, but it's like $60. And I'm not going to pay $60
full
for
price.
that.
It's
full
$60,
price.
That's silly.
and I heard it runs like crap. And then, like, due to licensing issues, like all the characters aren't available.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What?
that's silly.
Not
Yeah.
only is it full price, it's nerfed on characters.
Well, it's
Wow.
40
That's like the whole point
Which
of the game.
characters? Which
if
characters
you
are
buy
nerfed?
it separately, like you can buy them separately and it's $40 each. But if you want both, it's $60.
That's silly. It should be like $15 each.
Wait, which characters are out?
I don't know which characters are out of it, but I
Is
know.
it Disney Marvel or like the other Marvels?
I don't know.
All
What if
right.
Deadpool's not in it?
Because the video game rights are all split everywhere, I think, right now for all the characters.
Wow. So Hyper Light Drifter, and that's for PS4, Xbox One.
I'm excited for that game.
I heard some good things.
Is it a race car or racing game?
No, it's kind of like Dark Souls meets Over the Head Zelda.
It's done by Tim Schafer, right?
Ooh,
No, I don't think so.
Is it?
I think it's like made by a really small team, and it took them a long time to make it. So
Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's not
Isn't
Double
Tim
Fine.
Schafer the guy they made fun of at PSX?
Because they just made Headlander.
Oh, that's what I'm confusing.
That's what they
with.
just
That's
released.
what I'm confusing. it
That's
with.
supposed to be pretty cool too, but I haven't really seen anything about it.
Okay, dokie. So moving on, topic number one of the moving to topic number one of this week is Mirror's Edge, which is Catalyst, not the original. So my question to you guys out there is, how do you think this held up against the first one? Better or worse?
I think it was much better than the last one.
You played it too?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
What do you think? Why?
He did not.
Are you
play.
lying?
Encore's lying.
You're a liar.
Ruining your credibility, Encore.
I saw you lick your lips. That's how I knew you lied.
I didn't know I was gonna get asked more questions.
I like the running.
I only put about 3 hours into it, but it was a lot like the first one.
Didn't you not like the first one?
No.
Are you not into this one?
I don't know. Maybe my tastes have changed, but it's kind of cool. I like running on walls. I like the takedowns.
Like the art style?
Yeah.
I think it looks really cool.
I like how you can actually see, I forgot what they called it, but the little person run in front of you showing you where to go.
Yeah, runner's
I don't
vision.
think
Oh,
they,
yeah,
I
the
don't
runner
know if they had
vision.
that in the first one.
I don't
No,
think
they
so.
did not
The
have
first
that.
one they
the
used.
first one, it was all like pre-scripted paths, and it was
Yeah.
always red.
Yeah, they used like certain colors to kind of guide you of like where you needed to go in that one, but they didn't have like they didn't need it in that one because this is open world, so they
Yeah.
kind of want to.
The one thing that frustrated me a lot in the first one was if I couldn't get something because I didn't quite know where to go and I'm getting chased, then I got like frustrated and then I got caught and I was like, man, fuck this, I'm over this game. But
This
now
game-
the guy shows me where to go and it's kind of easier.
I think the open world is not. It's open, but not really fully
it's a
open.
pretty small open world,
Yeah.
which is to its benefit.
I think it's a weakness actually, because something I thought was missing was all the set pieces that I was experiencing in the first one, like windows shattering, helicopter coming. I mean, the campaign had some of that,
Mm-hmm.
but it felt like most of it was just retreading on ground you've already been on.
I liked it a lot. I like that you could make your own path to get where you needed to. Like I didn't rely on the set path that it gave you so much because it was more fun to kind of just run around, and I was constantly doing the pickups, so it felt like Sunset Overdrive to me. It's like, ooh, a chip, ooh, a glowing yellow thing. But I don't have a lot of desire to go back and collect them all. But during my 7 hours with it, I had a great time with it.
Mr. Platinum.
But
I think that might be an easy one to platinum. I might do it for this one.
According to you, you already got the platinum.
I was baiting you.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to see if you'd actually do it.
I already knew you're lying.
from what I saw, it felt like the first one. The only thing is there's more combat in it than I remember, and then
I
that's
feel like there was more combat in this one.
that's what I meant. There's more
Yeah.
combat in this one than there was in that one ever was.
There's definitely a lot more combat in this.
And then
I mean, I remember them talking at E3 saying we improved on the combat, and this is how we improved on the combat. It was one of the biggest focuses when they were making
I just think the weirdest thing ever is like something that takes a lot of damage is if you kick somebody in the head towards somebody else, they both hurt each other really
Yeah.
badly.
I
That was
like
cool.
how you can aim with your stick and then kick.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved like throwing them over ledges.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Like, you can kick people straight in the chest, which is really fun, but it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, you got to run off the wall and do it, and you get that extra momentum.
I think it's funny how they say like,
What is it,
or
like
try and
Mario?
make it less lethal, but then she jumps, stories onto
Yeah.
somebody's head. Like you're dead, bro. Like somebody jumps, 2 buildings,
And
above
also
you.
her leg is broken, but it's
Yeah.
No, she's got those running shoes, man.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys think it was weird that when she first got her
The clothes
clothes
back?
and they're like, yeah, he brought it back here, so it was just sitting there for like 3 years while she was in jail.
Just that
You didn't
little
think it was
cardboard
weird that her
box.
shoes were at every little safe house.
Yeah. The one thing I hated about the game is they don't really explain why she was in juvie. And then in the loading screen it says, if you want to know why Faith was in juvie, read this comic book. I was like, fuck you, I want to fucking know now.
yeah, I saw that too. So she's a child then?
She's probably like early 20s or 18.
Yeah, she's young.
So why is
19.
she in juvie?
I think she
They didn't
was.
explain why.
She was probably started out there, maybe, and then
No, I meant like for her age. Why is she in juvie if she's like 20 or something?
Well, she
started out
probably
there young,
started out
and
and
then
they
when
released
she was
her.
17, and then
got it.
released at 20.
I thought it was interesting how they kind of expanded on the world a little bit. She had to put that thing in her eye, and it showed all these ads. And so, is this what everybody sees?
Oh yeah.
I think
I
the
thought
art
that was
design
cool. That
and
was
world
cool. I like
design in
that
that
too.
game are really fucking good, but the story they built around it was stupid.
Right.
It was,
Well, what do you
it was more so
expecting?
the dialogue was really fucking bad.
What do you expect?
There's some good parts, but most of it was bad.
Yeah, there was like one scene that was unexpected to me and was kind of impactful, but the rest of it was kind of whatever. It was,
So would you say the story in this game is worse than the first one?
the first one didn't have a memorable story either.
I don't remember the first, the first one. To be
All I
honest
remember in
with
the
you.
first one is that I had to run away from shit.
To be honest, I'll
that's
probably
like-
remember this story
yeah.
more than the first one.
Probably. I mean, it's all about. I just love the parkour gameplay.
I wish they would put this in other games other than not like a third person kind of like Assassin's Creed.
But
but-
it kind of is.
The only thing that would ruin the parkour for me a little bit is sometimes in your story missions it would be a little bit unclear where you're supposed to go, and all of a sudden my random vision's gone. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I have to wait for it to come back. That's
Yeah,
the only
it's a
thing that
little
killed
annoying.
it for me. Why would you like have it go away and then come back?
How about the super bounce that she does? That always bothered
super
me.
bounce.
Remember how you go up to like a fence and then you
She
just
jumps like really high.
She goes like boing.
Oh, I love that. That was so
That was
I
cool.
cool.
love that feature
I like
because
it.
Yeah,
it
it
makes
was
you get
so
around
fun.
so much faster.
I just think it's hilarious that she can just go boing and she just
It was-
flies 15 feet.
But
in
it
the air.
feels so good when you do it right and you move so fast and then you combine it with the grapple.
yeah, when you're able to identify those areas, that's how you can get around, unlike you were able to get around in the original.
But
Yeah.
Jeff probably didn't get far enough to get the grapple, and that really opens up a lot of
I didn't get the
cool
grapple. No.
mobility.
Is it like a grapple hook?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to get a grapple hook.
It's a really fun game. I really, really liked it, and I hope they make a sequel that it puts a decent story in there. But I still really enjoy it without it. I don't play it for the story.
With the amount of retreading in this game, it feels like it was cheap for them to make. I don't know why it's even full price.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of money, but they said it met their expectations. So
really.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
So-
obviously, back to my story. Didn't spend very much money on it.
I mean, it's not a big game, so I don't see why it would cost a lot of money.
It just seemed like the voice actors would be the biggest costs, and not after the game being made.
Mm-hmm.
Voice actors are pretty good, I thought. From what
Does this
they were.
environment kind of remind you of Deus Ex?
Kinda.
Yeah, it's a similar kind of.
I kinda
'cause
felt
you
that
didn't
way.
play the original. No, I don't. It's kind of like washed out. There's no life to the world anymore.
Yeah, everything's kind of like controlled.
But it's so
Deus
clean.
Ex is more like cyberpunk. Everything's all dilapidated.
Yeah, they go grittier. This was a
Yeah.
super clean. I think there was one area you go that was dirty though. I remember paying attention. It was dirty.
So how many?
You do spend more time on the ground in this
Yeah.
one. When you go in the sewers, that's when it
Yeah.
gets really dilapidated. You only do that a little bit in the original.
Oh yeah, you went that whole underground base part. That's where it got dirty.
Yeah.
I don't like
How
that
many
lady.
running shoes do you give it?
How many Onitsuka Tigers?
Onitsuka Tigers.
Ooh.
Japanese 19.
Why do you only memorize like Japanese things?
I don't know.
Onitsuka Tigers are the coolest shoes, man.
Man, we used to travel far and wide to get those stupid ass shoes.
remember those.
$80. That store at the Irvine Spectrum that we used to go to. David
that's-
Bradley.
Yeah, but Onitsuka Tigers are cool because they have like different types or different jobs. Remember how the karate type, and then they had the running type.
They
and
had
then
Velcro shoes, like Velcro straps. Come on, man.
Those are
Those are
still
karate ones.
my favorite pair of shoes. Are my Onitsuka Tiger sneakers with a little green tiger on the bottom. My favorite pair of shoes.
Where
I
did they
ever
go?
had.
You don't want to get them again?
I've never seen that same pair.
Zappos.
Look them up.
I did. I've looked for them. I can't find them anywhere.
I'm sure you could find them.
Zappos has
tried.
every shoe
Wait,
ever
tried.
made.
Ryan wears shoes?
I do, Tommy.
What? News to me.
So how many runner shoes do you give it, Will?
I give it 6.
Out of-
I would give it 8 if it were able to give me the set pieces the original gave me, and like at least meeting on par with it, and it didn't ruin the pacing by taking away the runner vision during strength.
Out of how many shoes though?
10.
10 shoes.
Always out of 10.
Okay, I'm just asking
Could be at a 7.
because I remember somebody was going like, I got like 10 Donkey Kong drums for out of.
Yeah, no one ever did that.
I know what he's talking
Not a
about.
single person did that.
So Jeff, how many do you give it? Because I don't think Tyler Encore played.
I didn't really get too far, but I'd probably give it like a 6. 6 Velcro Onitsuka Tigers.
All right.
It was fun, but it just wasn't.
For the 2 minutes that I saw you play, I gave it a 2 out of 10
Wow.
That's terrible.
because it reminded me of a really bad
screensaver.
Your review
Yeah, okay,
has
yeah.
no
Tommy has no
merit
hand
It
whatsoever.
looked like a horrible hardcore Henry.
no legs
I
to
didn't
stand
like
on when he
Oh
puts
my
a.
God.
He tried to kick the lady in the face. She didn't go anywhere. That's a 2.
a
Tommy, how about
grainy-
you spend time with something and form an opinion?
a grainy
I
YouTube video
I
of
need
something.
2 minutes. That's all I need. No, I
Anyway,
saw him
that's what
playing
she said.
live. Soil was playing it.
Your,
I
your
saw him play
opinion
it.
is omitted.
Where'd you see him play it at his house?
Yeah, he was playing his house.
Oh.
Upstairs?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
upstairs.
downstairs.
No.
Or was it on the side? I don't remember.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you give your review, Ryan?
Oh, my turn? I'll give it 8 Onitsuka Tigers with a green bottom.
No, that's not valid.
So why? Why? Just give us like a real.
I just loved how the gameplay flowed. I just had a great. Like, I would sit there and I would just run around for hours just getting lost.
You're such a liar. You were not running around for hours.
Mute him. Oh, damn it.
Somebody mute Tommy.
Were you really playing the game
Yes,
for
I played the
hours?
game for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. I had a great time running around, finding all the collectibles and unlocking the towers. The towers are my favorite part. Like the towers to unlock fast travel because they're like they're like climbing puzzles. Those are great. That was my favorite.
I went to my safe houses. Almost everyone had a little screen that said Sly Irishman.
Oh, but I hacked it. Sly Relish Man.
Sly Irishman.
Every time I see that screen, it would say hack this screen. I'd say okay. I don't know what it was doing.
So I had to hack it back.
I didn't know what it
Sly
meant to hack the
Irishman.
screen. And I also didn't know what the hell like the running is they had like the packages.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like. I would collect it, but it didn't do
It's
anything.
for your avatar.
So you just spent the most of the game just running around?
Your avatar.
So the game's about Tommy.
You can create levels, and
Yeah,
people
it's
can see
simple.
your avatar running.
okay.
And it modifies your avatar. Like you can have a red one, you can have a blue one, you can have different kinds of streaks.
That's cool. I'll get back
Ooh,
into
I want
that.
a red streak.
Ryan, you're the only one that finished the game, so
You didn't finish it?
I finished it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Other than
Okay.
Sohail and
Try
Jeff.
not to get.
So, what was your favorite character?
Let's see.
I thought Jeff.
I hated the fellow runner. What was the guy that was like
Icarus?
douchey looking?
Icarus?
I hate
Yeah,
that guy, too.
Icarus. I didn't like him when I first met him. By the end of the game, I kind of liked him.
When he got infected.
Yeah, I mean, the character it doesn't even mean anything. I got infected. It was like so stupid.
Yeah.
But other than that, the characters were barely there. So I guess he's my favorite because he's the one I remember the most, besides the sister.
I like Plastic.
Oh no, I did like her a lot because she was autistic.
Yeah.
There's something weird with her, and she wouldn't look at you. So if you try to look directly at her, she would look away, and her eyes would wouldn't make eye contact with your character. I thought that was really fucking cool.
She had little robots in a room.
Yeah.
That would, molest Icarus when he's trying to sleep.
Yeah, she was my favorite. Was she what? What?
molest?
Yeah, what? I didn't know about that.
You did what, Will?
Okay, next topic.
But she was the facial animations in that game were fucking amazing.
Yeah, a lot of
That engine is really impressive, and I hope they make a game with a deep story to capitalize on it.
Well, it didn't
eventually.
bother you how much the draw distance was.
I didn't notice anything wrong with the draw distance.
I noticed a lot of shadows, very very pixelated to very detailed, and a lot of textures that were very very pixelated to very detailed as I was running.
I didn't notice it.
Hence my 2 out of 10.
So I'm gonna give it out of what I played so far, a 7. That's it.
Ooh, that's a respectable number, Sohail. 7 what?
7 running shoes with rubber bottoms. Ooh,
Rubber bottom girls.
yabo. So moving on to topic of the week number 2, Jason Bourne.
He's back.
He's back, and he's playing a lot more of the Moby song. And what's going on?
That cool song that hits the credits.
Yeah, every single Bourne movie one goes ding ding boom ding. I was like,
That song,
oh my
song
God.
hypes me up when he walks away and he's like, "I just fucked you." And he goes, "Boing, Jason Bourne."
And I'm always like, why is he doing that? But anyway. So what do you guys think about the story? So how many people? I know almost all of us watched it. So
I like the story for what it was, but it's clearly there just as an excuse to make a 4th movie with Jason Bourne in it. But it was serviceable. I was really interested in like where they were going with his past and what we're gonna learn. And I really liked the whole social media privacy part of it. I really dug that they got that in there for that social commentary.
That was basically what was going on in today's world, which is what hacking of Snowden was on there a lot. Then they were talking about this is comparable to Snowden, and then Dream.
They compared him a lot.
What was it? Dream something? Dream? What was
They
it?
called it like I think
they
it
did a lot
was
of comparisons to
Dreamscape. Was it
Snowden.
called Dreamscape? That doesn't matter.
The social media companies and like Dream.
Something
I believe
Space.
it was something like that.
It was pretty much just it's supposed to be Facebook.
Yeah,
That's
and
all it was.
basically saying that
Well, no, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like it's your privacy out
Well,
here.
no, it was like
No.
it was like a company like Facebook,
It
and
was
they're
supposed
making
to
an
be
app that
Facebook,
you
yeah.
can like do everything you want. But and
It was basically Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everything combined. Like
Yeah,
the
But
world.
isn't it supposed to be super private or something about?
well, that's what they're saying. Like we're collecting all your information to deliver what you want, but we promise you your privacy is protected.
He said something like no one gets your. He said like something about like no one gets your information.
Yeah, it's
then
essentially
boom.
applying to all the fears. Well, Facebook's collecting all this information. Google's collecting all
Which
this
they are.
information.
Yeah, and it's all run by some guy who looks like Encore.
Yeah,
Basically,
Racist.
but I like that character a lot.
the Indian guy. I
Yeah.
forget his name.
I liked him.
Poor guy.
Out of all the characters, and I think I liked them.
I think it was underused.
especially when it built up towards the end.
Yeah, but I really liked where they went with him.
You know who I like the most? I like the black guy. He kept running around and freaking out about everything.
who?
The guy that was assistant to the CIA director.
He's
Oh,
like, this words is Snowden. Oh shit, it's Jason Bourne. What the fuck is this?
there's a good scene with
He's never relaxed. He's just like
the girl stands up to Tom Lee Jones for like the third time in the movie, and
And his
Tom Lee
eyes
Jones
just
is
get
like,
huge.
she's like, and then the black guy's like, oh, I can't believe she did this.
and he goes like, "Yeah, we're gonna take care of it." And then I thought it was really funny. So what do you think? So out of that, what do you guys think about it other than that? Sorry, let me.
I
stop.
loved the car scenes.
Car scenes?
There's a lot of car scenes that you see in the trailer as well as the movie, and they did really well filming it. It's a lot of see, the problem is a lot of cars like movies. What happens is like you can't follow what the frick is going on because it's just the camera's going all over the place. But this one, you could actually understand the chain of events.
Isn't that kind of ironic in a Jason Bourne movie where it's like the number one chaotic camera movie, but the actual like Vegas car chase was actually like they had a steady cam for a lot of it.
It was great.
Speaking of chaotic cameras, this is like ridiculous. I mean, during little walking scenes, it's
Yeah.
like shake, shake, shake,
There's
shake, 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 shake.
There's scenes
Somebody
like
pulls out a cell phone out of their pocket and it has a message on it. Shake, shake. You can't read it.
there's like a scene where it's just a document and it's like shaking around as you're like
I
trying to
can't
read the
see
document.
anything. Why is it shaking on everything?
you're not
Because
supposed to read
not
it.
everything has to be crazy.
It's supposed to tell you the difference between Bourne and us because he can make things out
you
like
can
that.
make
but we
sense
can't.
out of craziness.
Yeah.
So one of the issues I have with these movies, and I noticed that like when they're in Greece during the riot, and like there's somewhat like the assets supposed to be chasing Bourne, and like they're like going places, but it's just like scenes of them walking through crowds, and it's all shaky. Like you're assuming they know where they're going, and like know like, oh, I know how to get to him, and you're like, oh yeah, I can follow this, when you know fucking idea where they're going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all chaotic.
I liked the story. I personally I love the whole thing about Greece. I thought that was really cool because that did happen in real
That was
life.
really scary the way they
And
made it.
I thought the riot was a cool.
It was a cool backdrop.
It's kind of like the opening scene for the last James Bond was really cool. Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
But it was so stupid when he's getting chased by like the cops, and Jason Bourne just steals the Molotov cocktail from the guy, and the guy like, doesn't even care. And just throws
like,
it on the
whatever.
ground.
Yeah.
Well, in the next like camera sequence, I remember seeing that in the trailer, and then the next sequence you can see the guy looking back and saying, "Oh, I don't know where my Molotov went."
How would you not know? You have this hot bottle in your hand, and it's gone.
It's gone. But I think they did make the police smarter in this movie. They're not as dumb as they were in the other movies. Because they actually notice when things happen. Like if someone had a gun in a crowd, they're like, "Oh, this guy's got a gun." And then you run
I like
after
that
him.
they made the asset make mistakes. I didn't want him to be like another super freak like Bourne.
He was in other movies though.
Huh?
It's the same guy who was in other movies.
No, but like in most of the movies, like the main villain is like just as much of a badass as Jason Bourne, and then never make a mistake.
Was he in
This
the
one,
other
he
movies?
actually made a couple like mistakes.
Yeah, he was in the last. He was in the last one, I think.
Oh, the one without Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
You know what I'd really like? I would like to see Jeremy Renner's character with Jason Bourne together.
They said they won't do it.
Why not?
They said it doesn't match with the character.
Stupid. In the
So-
same program.
Besides the shaky cam, which was my major complaint with this movie, speaking of the car chase scenes, one of the car chase scenes
Was it that one of
was,
the cars was yours, and so you're pissed off?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
What?
One of the cars that got totaled was your car, and you're like, "Fuck this movie."
No.
Was it
The armored
Yes.
vehicle against a sports car?
Mhm.
Why would he just run away from the sports car, not just like slow down and mow over the sports car, especially when he's in front? I don't get it.
I don't know.
That was the one thing that was a little
Because it
weird
wouldn't
for
be
me.
exciting.
Bourne is always thinking 4 steps ahead.
That was a
Always
really
behind.
fucking cool chase scene, though. I loved that scene.
Well, I get he
I
has to
especially loved where it ended.
But when I saw that, all I could say is they blew that hotel up right after they did
Yeah.
this dumbass movie.
I was so excited that they ended up the Riviera.
They ended up in the Riviera. It's like exactly like the Riviera.
It is the Riviera.
and yeah, it is the
It's the
Riviera.
only hotel on the strip that they could fucking run into because they closed down.
Yeah, so they like used it. They all the equipment inside was terrible.
They
It
actually
looked
ran
just
into
like
it?
Yeah, they ran
Yeah,
into,
they
the,
into the
Riviera.
building?
Yeah,
Actually
into the
ran
building.
over it.
Oh, that's
Hit the
awesome.
machines
And then
and everything.
even the parking structure that we always park in, they run over by that parking structure.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
I've been
awesome.
there.
I gotta see this.
So yeah, then the Riviera was blown up and that was just rubble. So where do you guys rank these in the Bourne movies?
This is the
first
fourth
one was
or
really
fifth
good.
one?
I think this is the fourth.
This is the fourth one.
This is the fourth with Jason Bourne.
Oh, okay.
There was one without Jason Bourne.
Yeah, they went with Jeremy Renner when Matt Damon didn't want to make another one.
Which was actually pretty good.
I like that one too.
Jeremy Renner played Jason Bourne.
No, he plays another character that's in
He
the
plays
same
another
program.
Yeah, another soldier.
Like a triple X.
Mhm.
What?
Ooh.
Oh my-
Speaks.
So they
I didn't watch the movie, so I have nothing
Oh.
to say. I hate Jason Bourne.
so
Why?
I just want
Have
I
you
to.
don't
seen
like
any of
the
the
movies.
I didn't care for the first two Jason Bourne movies. I'll be honest.
Oh, I love Jason Bourne Identity.
I enjoyed them, but I didn't love them. But the third
So
one,
really,
I liked a
everybody
lot.
likes the first one and the second one, and thought this was the worst one. So you like this one more than the first?
You know.
I didn't care for the first two, and I liked the third one a lot, Ultimatum, and I even liked the Jeremy Renner one. And I put this one about the same level as the Ultimatum.
So there's 5 movies. The movie first one's Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Ultimatum, Bourne Legacy, then just Jason Bourne.
I forgot which one it is where they're jumping from one building into the
That's Ultimatum.
That's
that-
Ultimatum.
The cameraman jumped after him.
No.
Yeah.
That was actually really well
Wait,
shot.
did you really jump after him?
Yeah, he actually jumped
in
behind him.
the in the filming
With
process,
holding the camera.
the cameraman.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can watch it from a side view.
Yeah, there's a side camera of the cameraman following him. And
Jeez.
yeah, they were really
That
intense
was such
in
a
the
cool
filming.
shot in that movie.
That
So
was
if you, by the way,
I
in
remember that
hardcore,
shot too. That's a good shot.
in Hardcore Henry, everybody that's like wearing the camera is like a stuntman, and like they said they did it for like cheap because they're all Russian. And they're like, so like they said like these Russian guys are really hardcore and they were like really good at it, but they like really got hurt. Like somebody like only 1 or 2 people got hurt, but they got hurt really
For
bad.
a camera just on a guy's head, there's a lot of good, point of angles and looking at, like, you could see clearly him jumping over things. You could see the legs hopping over. A lot of it looked like, it would be hard to do that, is what I'm saying.
Wait till you guys watch it. I want you guys to see the bad lighting when you see
Bad
that.
lighting. I didn't.
The GoPro has poor lighting.
for
poor-
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, poor
We're talking
low
about
lights.
Jason Bourne.
I know. I just want to say, I'll wait till you guys watch it. But anyway, so what do you rate it? So, Will, did you rate it from 1 to 5? Where do you want to put
Well,
it?
we
1
gotta
to
talk
5?
about his grimaces.
We'll talk about that next. So, 1 to 5, where do you put it in the movies? In the movies,
How many wrinkles do they give it?
No, not wrinkles. That's the end.
Oh, okay.
So, where do you put it in the Jason Bourne series? If it's the best movie, you would say that's the best one out of them, or would you put it as the worst one out of them? Where would you
rank it in the series?
I'll side with my dad since he's crazy about this. He thought this was the third best from the first two.
What was the
Oh.
second best?
The second best was the second one.
What was the first
Supremacy.
best?
It goes 1, 2, 3.
Is it better than Ultimatum?
According to my dad.
Is Ultimatum the one? Wait, which one's the one where he had a girlfriend and shot in the head?
That was the second one.
Oh,
That was a good part. That was
Wow.
sad. I
Yeah.
cried.
She like fell off.
You
the bridge.
cried?
I'm just kidding. I didn't cry.
Yeah, we know.
I never watched the.
Did
Bourne
you cry in
Legacy.
Last of Us?
No,
Ah, come on.
that's a video game. Come on, bro.
So, Uncle, did you watch this or no?
No.
Okay,
I don't
so
like Jason Bourne.
so Jeff, did
Wait,
you
why
see
don't you like Jason Bourne, Encore?
I don't like the movies. I don't like Matt Damon.
You don't like Matt Damon? Do you like?
Do you guys know why
The
Matt
Martian?
do you guys know why Matt Damon's?
Yeah, I don't like Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Do you know why Matt Damon's puppet did that in the movie?
What?
Because his puppet came in broken, and they said that all it could do was do big mouth movements. And they said, all right, we're just gonna say Matt Damon, and that's why he did it. His puppet came in fully broken, so they just used it for that. I thought that was really funny, and you did it right before I was gonna say that, so that's funny. I would put it as like the third best movie as well. I liked Ultimatum, but it wasn't as good as this one. The chasing was really good. So, Tommy,
I haven't seen the other ones in so long that I don't even remember them that much. But this was really good, so it'd probably be like second for me out of them.
That's how bad they are.
By
You
the
can't even
way,
remember 'em.
do you see how old Matt Damon has gotten?
You don't know.
I know, right?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But it has been like 9 years since he made Ultimatum.
Yeah, but when you saw him sitting in that chair, you're like, holy moly, he's got old.
But he's still jacked up though.
I wonder. I think part of it might have been like
Damn,
makeup
sis.
to make him seem worn from the life he's living. 'Cause he didn't look old in The Martian.
That's true. That's
So
true.
a lot of it is probably to reflect, like they show it in this movie, he's just been like getting fucked up all the time. That's how he's living his life.
True.
Maybe. I
So
mean,
it's probably
you can see
reflecting
like
that.
gray hairs peeking out.
So he's tired. He's getting beat up all the time. He probably doesn't really sleep at all. So yeah.
Still
Probably.
badass.
Still sleep with one eye open. So sleeping with one eye open and making.
What
weird
about Ryan's
faces.
ranking?
Oh, Ryan, what do you think?
I agree with Tommy. I put it as my second. And I haven't seen a Bourne movie with Matt Damon since I saw Ultimatum in theaters. So
Yeah, same.
So my memory is kind of like hazy on them, but
Just remember a lot of fighting and it was good stuff.
a lot of shaky cam, a lot of punching people with pans and books.
Too much goddamn shaky.
I don't like the shaky cam. I want to look at the action.
Talking about weird facial facings and stuff like that, grimaces. What did you guys think about grimaces?
A
Sorry.
lot of scenes just looking at Matt Damon's face as he frowns as he remembers something.
Well, he has painful memories.
It's like watching, a real life action of Finding Dory.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
It's the adult
basically.
version of Finding Dory.
I remember this. What did my dad tell me?
What about the young Matt Damon?
Oh man, he was a good actor though. Young Matt Damon was pretty good. I wish that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon would do something together in this movie.
They haven't made a movie together in a long time.
I mean, Dogma was great, but anyway, moving on. So how many wrinkles or how many Tommy Lee Jones wrinkles do you give this movie? Because he's really wrinkled up in this movie. He had bags this size.
all those bags are huge.
He's always been wrinkled
Because
up.
he just wants to catch Jason Bourne so bad.
Jeff, his bags are so big
It's
that
so
you could
bad.
fucking catch water with them.
Remember that movie he did with like cheerleaders or something? He played like a
Texas, like something, house
Yeah.
arrest or something. I forget what it's called.
He was like a coach for cheerleaders or something. He was like wrinkled as
He looks like
scrotums.
his eyes look like his eyes look like those like orangutans where it like goes way out. They have like shelves to catch water.
His,
in.
his face hasn't changed since Men in Black 1. It's just
No,
like
Men
the
in Black
same
1, he's not
expression
so old.
the
It has
entire
totally
time.
changed since the Men in
Men
Black
in Black 1, he looked young.
No,
younger.
I'm saying like his
He definitely
like,
looks
facial-
younger, but he's like one of those actors where you can't ever remember him looking young.
like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman hasn't aged since Shawshank.
His high school
Redemption.
picture probably looks just like he does now.
You see those dreads in Ben-Hur?
Oh yeah, I saw them. Damn, those things look nice.
I want to see that movie.
I did too. But yeah, I was looking at Tommy Lee Jones. I was like, God damn, he's old. And then that girl that
Starting
was
to feel old.
the girl that
Jason
was with
Bourne's
him, that
old.
other character with him, looked so young. It just like really hurt to see how old he's gotten. But anyway, he looked good in the movie where he was a general. I forget what movie that was. The Pacific? Is it the Pacific? I don't know what movie it was. He was a movie and he was a general. He looked younger there. Anyway,
He was
so
a general in Captain America.
there you go, Captain America.
I give
don't know
this
why I said
8.5.
8.5 Tommy Lee Jones wrinkles out of 10.
Yes.
him?
It's young Tommy Lee Jones
Dang,
right there.
look at that. Wow.
That's a handsome man.
He still looks kind of old though.
It does kind of look old.
Is that him when he was like
just gonna
12
say,
Is
or
that
18?
Is that a wrinkle I spot?
So
That's. Oh, go ahead.
movie magic. You remember what they did to Pee Wee Herman?
What did they do to Pee Wee Herman?
You could still tell he was old, but
And then
they
in
made
that
him look- they
Netflix
made him
movie?
look- yeah,
Oh, okay.
they made him look a lot younger.
Well,
So-
it's a lot easier now.
That picture of Tommy Lee Jones you just showed us is probably when he was 18.
Oh, remember Tron? When they made what's his
He's
name?
like 35 in that
Exactly.
picture.
Yeah, so they got the technology to like
Yeah.
de-age people. So.
I mean, they've
Did-
probably been doing it
They
in
did that
regular
with
movies.
Civil War too, didn't they? Do that to what's his name?
Robert
Oh
Downey
yeah,
with Robert Downey Jr.
Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.
yeah,
made
Robert
Robert
Downey
Downey Jr. look
Jr.
like a teenager
Robert Downey Jr.
it
and
was so
whiny.
weird.
I mean, you can tell they did they did it to Jason Bourne too.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit,
They
They
yeah.
look-
looked good.
It looked good. It looked natural.
I was waiting to see if he was actually going to talk in that scene too. Or if he's just going to sit there and stare.
Yeah, he basically didn't say anything.
He said a couple words.
It's like, but it
He's
was
like,
off,
"God!"
wasn't it off camera though?
No, it's on
Oh,
camera.
okay.
He talked.
So, Will, what do you give? How many Tommy Lee Jones wrinkles do you give this out of 10?
6. I would give it. Well, no, I'll take that back. 7. But I would give it 8 if there was less shaky cam.
Ooh, let's shaky cam.
So that's a note to remember. I shake the cam, you lose a point.
Too much shaky cam. I got to be able to enjoy the action, and I couldn't enjoy like simple parts because it was too much goddamn shaky cam.
The shaky cam works to add intensity, but there is definitely a point where it's just too much.
Shake the camera once, good for you. Shake it twice.
Oh God!
You're not gonna shake it again.
Calm
Shake
down,
it
good
3
Charlie.
times, and you're just playing with it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So Ryan, what do you give it? Oh, did you see it, Jeff? I don't think you saw it, right?
I did not see it.
Okay, Ryan, what do you give? How many Tommy Lee Jones?
I went into this movie with very low expectations,
Wasn't the question.
and I came out very happy. I give it an 8.5 Tommy Lee Jones eye bags.
Very nice. I would give it around a 7.5, and the reason I give it that much is because some parts really dragged for me, and I don't know why they dragged, but there's parts that dragged.
I was captivated.
I don't know what it was. It must have been those like Saudi Arabian people sitting next to me with their flashlight on. They probably ruined the movie.
My theater was
Somebody had a
empty.
flashlight on in the movie theater.
Yeah, they
yeah,
turned
that
their.
shit's pissing me off.
They're looking in their bags that they had bought like nuts in, and they're like looking for things.
Where those goddamn nuts?
And I was
I've
like,
had people do that in movies all the time.
You guys saw it
It's so
together?
annoying.
You guys saw it together?
Yep.
yeah, we saw it together. Nobody else want to see it.
It's kind of like
I
how
wanted to see it.
I wasn't invited.
I went to see this movie all by myself because I had no one to go see it with.
I saw Ghostbusters by myself.
I actually like going to
saw
movies. I don't
Ghostbusters
mind
by
going to
myself.
movies by myself.
I don't either. Now that I've like with kids and everything, it's kind of nice to have my own time.
I wouldn't have seen Ghostbusters by myself. It was
I used to
pretty
hate it.
sad.
If no one wants to go see a movie with me, and I'll go $5 a day by myself. I won't wait in line by myself, but I'll go to like a 10 o'clock showing, just strut in there, sit down, watch a movie, go home.
Wait till you have kids and like you never get to poop, pee, shower, eat, do anything by yourself ever again. Then
But
you'll want to go to a movie by yourself.
The movie had I think maybe 10 people in it when we went to see it, and
No, there was like 8 Arabs, and then there was.
why they have flashlights on? What the what?
they were looking for something.
I don't know.
I've had that happen before.
So like
too.
somebody
Turn it
dropped-
off.
Somebody dropped something that was made out of metal,
You heard it?
and it go ding 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 ding.
Oh my
Fuck,
and
did
then-
you know
God.
that?
I thought you said they were
There's so
looking
much
around in
noise
the bag.
right
No,
now.
there were, but there was
Well, they dropped something. They got to be
Swear
looking
to
at
God,
the
this guy is
seats.
a
no, but
robot.
there was multiple times where they turn on the flashlight.
What
I was
theater did
confused.
you go to? Krikorian?
Yeah, no, the Spectrum.
They don't do that shit at Krikorian.
So what happened was in the middle of the movie, I hear ding 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 ding, and I hear like this kid go oh, and then he turn on the flashlight, and from that flashlight he looked underneath the seat, and then like a little bit later, his mom turns on her little light, started looking for nuts, and then 10 minutes later, somebody else turned on the light to leave. Made me so angry.
That's why I have lights against the walkways.
My favorite movie theater disturbance is when someone either drops a can or a bottle
And it
and it rolls all the way down.
Does that happen? Can't happen anymore, but it used to happen.
What do you mean it can't happen
It
anymore?
can't happen.
Well,
It
newer
doesn't happen.
theaters.
It's not as likely to happen because
They're terrorists now. Yeah,
Well, it's more likely in stadium seating because there's this cling, ding, 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 ding.
Cling, yeah.
It's even
the
louder.
The best one was when they used to have seating that was more like a
Slanted.
slant, and then
Yeah.
you can hear like, do you remember who threw up in the movie theater and it went all the way down the theater?
That was in Fullerton, I think.
We went to
That's the
see
whole-
that Will Smith movie, that Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh,
and we were
God.
watching it, and you just hear
Like somebody barfed in the
yeah,
theater.
we just look
and,
over.
and you can,
so
and you can, it was slanted, so you're like, that's gonna go all the way down.
Everyone like put their feet up and
It's like hot lava.
horrible.
So,
that's when Will Smith used to make good movies.
all right, and now we're up to Will's Secret Willy, which he's gonna try to make us angry, because that's what he always tries to do.
Get ready.
Get ready.
What is this music?
Buckle up, boys. Hope you only paid half price for your seat because you'd be on the edge of it.
Get ready for that, Willy. Let's see where we go.
All right, guys. I got 2 possibilities. Do you want a controversial rumor, or do you want a controversial story?
Whatever's gonna make Encore and Ryan the most angry.
I vote for the rumor.
Okay. So NX is rumored to have NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip. And if that's true, that places it in between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One.
Oh,
Or the PS3 and the PS4.
Shit.
So what do you think about that?
I actually think that's, and because the big rumor is that it's portable. So having those kinds of graphics on a portable that has a decent battery life, that's actually pretty impressive. And seeing what Nintendo could do with that tech, I'm excited for that.
You know what they're gonna do with that tech?
What?
Same shit.
Nintendo makes good shit, bro.
Do you know what kind of sucks about this though? This processor is an ARM processor, basically a cell phone processor. So you're looking at no backwards compatibility.
That's fucking bullshit. If they want us to fucking
so
pay
bad.
for the goddamn virtual console shit again, I'm not gonna.
I swear to God, if I gotta buy Mario one more time,
You will.
It's kind of interesting they chose an ARM processor because this also makes them lose the advantage of the x86 architecture, so they can't get PC ports really easy like the PS4 and the Xbox One can.
which is
Nintendo's
stupid.
Nintendo's
digging
gonna be
themselves in a hole,
Nintendo.
Yeah.
They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want. They've always done it that way, and they will continue.
But if they're truly just combining their console and handheld business, then I think they'll be okay.
That's kind of stupid.
they probably
though,
just
dude.
made so much money off of this Pokemon Go shit. They're like,
They didn't make any money off Pokemon Go.
Shut up!
Tommy.
Yes, they did.
We talked about it in the news.
It was a backwards. It was a back alley deal.
How do you feel, Tom? How do you feel, Encore? I'm excited for it.
So
I'm not.
You-
I listened to a whole podcast today about just the NX, and I was seriously gonna buy it first day, and now I'm like, you know what? Fuck Nintendo.
well, don't give up all hope. It might have the X2 processor, which would actually place it a little bit above the PS4 and Xbox One, but it's less likely than the X1.
If the price is right, if this thing's like $200,
They're saying it's $299.
I would probably buy it. $300, I'll still probably buy it because I want to play Zelda the best way possible. But that Zelda looks fucking good.
It's
and
okay.
If I can play it on TV and then just take it off and do it on train, I'd be very happy.
Take
I know
shit.
that some people like it when they take the game into the pooper.
It also
That's
depends
what
how big. I want to know how big it is. Like if it's like the gamepad size, I don't want to take that anywhere. It's too fucking big.
Well,
But if it's the size of a Vita, if this is Vita Part 2, I'll be stoked.
What'd you do if you dropped it in the toilet with poop in the toilet? Would you still like wipe it off and use it, or would you be done with it?
I would put it in a bucket of rice.
That happened to my DS Lite
There was poop in the toilet.
a little bit.
I
I had a DS Lite and it had it all hacked.
I'm never touching-
Oh, you had the
I had-
R4?
Yeah, I had the R4 in there. Had all kinds of games. I was really happy with it. But then one day when I was like stood up after I was ready to flush the toilet,
I'm never touching anything.
and it
you own.
accidentally
That's
fell
it.
inside.
I was
What'd you
gonna
do?
ask
Did you keep it?
I pulled it out immediately.
Did you burn it? Did your hand touch like actual logs of poop?
No.
Was there a piece of poop on the... Was it a white DS Lite?
It was a black, so you
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
tell.
Did it? Did
Wow.
it?
But
did
I watched the thing
Wow.
die in my hand.
Did it?
Sad.
Did it illuminate
The
in
screen,
the water?
you could see the screen. It got like more and more of that, like more like
The water inside of
discoloration.
it?
Yeah, you could see it like expand to the rest of the screen.
Oh, that sucks.
I was like, I gotta pull the battery out. God damn it! Pull it out. I put it in rice. Nothing.
You heard it.
It was the poop. The poop was the
It's
deal
like-
breaker.
It's like when Sohail dropped his phone on the Jungle Cruise.
Oh, that was so good.
And you just
There
watched
was-
it sink to the bottom.
That
was so funny.
really sad because the screen was on. I could see
Yeah,
it
you saw the
all
light just
way.
fall.
It was like
So
4
Not
feet
the only
deep.
the part
He had
that
no
bothered me the
reaction.
most. That was
Some
was
Titanic shit.
Was
we
it like
could
Titanic?
the
Yeah, like
most
Jack?
the most sad thing about it is I had a whole bunch of pictures of my family that I went on a trip with, and I was like, they're gone.
Back up your phone.
just go back.
This is
to
back when
this
they
is
didn't
for
have
long
the
time.
Even
no
share,
cloud.
no cloud.
It's like 2008.
Here's
It's
what you do.
You
You had to
back
like
up on
plug.
iTunes?
You had to plug it in.
Yeah, I still do that.
Even though it was your fault. Do you remember who gave you money for a new phone?
Oh yeah, Jeff did. Jeff gave me new.
The only person that gave him money.
Hey,
for a
I
new
didn't
phone.
bump his shoulder.
I didn't bump his
Bump
shoulder
my
either.
You bumped my hand.
we were getting into a boat.
But I was had my phone out and I got hit and it flew and I almost grabbed
Oh,
it.
that's
I remember almost grabbing on the side of the boat and I remember asking somebody, "Hey, can we go and try to get it? Because I can try to get those photos off somehow."
Did you actually like touch it?
Oh, that'd been the
almost
worst,
grabbed
huh?
Well, that's
No.
what's one of the things. Sometimes it starts falling. You reach for it and you actually make it worse by hitting it further.
No, it wasn't like that. It went straight in, like back first, and then I was trying to grab it on the side of the boat. On the side of the boat, it slid on the side of the boat, and I was like, "It's like teetering." You know how it teeters on the side of the boat? Teetered off and went, pfft, and I saw it.
It'd have been
disappear.
so awesome if you jumped in after it.
That would be.
Yeah, that's what you guys told me to do that
Or
day.
if he slipped.
I would've jumped in
That's
after.
what people were like.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
just jump in, just jump in, just jump in. I was like, no, I'm not just jumping in.
Well, at that point, it's too late. It's already sunk. Like you should have like been as it was falling. You should already be in the jump position.
I would have lost my job. I was working there at the
Oh
time.
yeah, you worked there at the time.
Yeah, so
All right,
I think
closure to the Willy. Nintendo NX hopefully has an X2, and we don't drop
Oh,
it
that
in our
got it pretty
toilets.
quick.
But another like big rumor is that it's modular.
Yeah. Well, that would be super cool. That would make a lot of sense, but I don't know how they do it, to be honest.
So that could be like the whole idea of it being like a console and a handheld doesn't sound like they should be keeping it secret.
That'd be like totally proprietary, and I don't know how NVIDIA would help them with that.
There's actually another rumor.
Well, actually, no. There is something where they take a Tegra and put it in something else, but I don't. It would probably be really. It would be exciting. If they do
it would need is like video out.
There's another rumor though.
But how do you
NX
program games to take advantage
about.
of two different types of processors? It'd be
It's
hard.
a good one.
What's up?
Nah, I don't want to tell you anymore. All right, let's go.
No, we're still talking about NX.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Did you get on Gina?
What's your rumor, Tommy? You just trolling.
All right, look, the rumor is that there's a possibility that you can actually connect your NX to this bed that they're making, and you can enjoy it while you're in bed.
Why did you come out with this banana random
So-
stuff?
Why you guys sad?
Will it be able to tell you the intensity while you're gone?
What's up, Encore?
It could
Encore.
It could detect if someone's.
This fucking.
How did you forget?
I don't know, dude. I was just thinking of beds and stuff.
A Casper bed.
There's a lot of
Okay,
rumors.
okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Nintendo's keeping this shit a whole, secret, right? Do you think they should be releasing it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I think they should release it around the time frame that they released.
No,
the
like
Neo
news though,
and the
news.
Scorpio.
Yeah, I think they should announce it sooner than later.
You think it's bad for business that they're keeping it a secret?
I think right now, just to write off the attention that they're getting off Pokemon Go, even though they didn't make it, now would be such a good time for them to announce it just because people would pay
That'd
attention.
be true. I
And it
think
would
a lot of
increase
people
stock.
were buying into Nintendo at that point because they're like, "Oh, look, they're on a roll, and
Yeah.
they have this other console in the way." If they were to announce it right at the peak of that,
Should they?
I think it would have died down.
So they might not be ready to like publicly present it. Like if they were ready and had a presentation ready, they should
But
launch it now.
okay,
I could have
look
said
at-
that kind of went both ways though. If you said that NX is coming out, and then they said, "Oh, Pokemon Go wasn't made by you," they're like, "Oh, maybe their system isn't good."
But they still have
Double
eyes
smash.
on them. That's
I
what
thought,
they need.
I thought that maybe it wouldn't die down as much. Maybe it would die down still, but I think it would do. a
what
little
did
bit.
I think
Sony-
Zelda's killing it. Sorry, Uncle. Go ahead.
What did Sony do in February before the year it came out? Or that year it did come out.
It didn't. Sony didn't go first.
Yeah, they
Xbox
did.
went first.
No, Sony announced
went
first.
No, they announced their system, but
What
the
did
reason
they do? Remember they had that February conference?
Yeah,
They
but
just announced it.
Everybody was mad
They gave
about
us
that.
something.
No,
They
everybody
didn't-
was mad about that.
Everyone
That's why
did.
they don't want to do that again. That's why they said they didn't have
were-
the Neo at E3. They said they didn't want to repeat
Williams,
that because
they
everybody
were-
was like, "Where's the console? Where's
Yeah,
the console?"
that's what they
And
were-
they said we don't want to make that mistake again.
When they announced the PS4 Encore, they didn't even show the box.
No, and I was like, oh, that's sucks. But what Mark Cerny said, about the processor and this and that, it still made you excited for.
I
it.
was
The part
excited.
Nintendo has
The
not
part
given you
that-
shit.
the part that won people
Just about that
over
fucking name.
was that Xbox made a blunder. That's what caused PlayStation to go crazy.
They haven't even gave us a name. This isn't
No,
the
dude.
final name.
That was-
PlayStation,
That was the main reason why
Well, I
this
wish it
generation
was.
won.
I think at this point, Nintendo needs to call it the
they need
NX
to-
because that's what everyone calls it.
But they need to
It's
say
actually a good
something.
name.
We did
for
the
it,
same
too.
thing with Revolution, didn't we?
What is it? When is
But
it
no,
coming
like
out?
Revolution, like it was announced at like an E3, and then you got it during the holiday. We're already in August, and this thing's supposed to be out in March,
Exactly.
and they need to start talking about it as soon as possible.
What if they push it to the 70 million people in Pokemon Go?
It's not gonna happen.
You never know.
That's what they should be doing. They should be
Like-
talking
like
about
you
it
go-
now
you go
when
towards
everybody's
like a-
playing Pokemon.
you
So
go
you're
to
gonna
the
tell that
Nintendo-
somebody in the game they're gonna push this email to everyone saying they're gonna
Well,
get it.
like imagine one person goes to the headquarters and just like there's a Pokestop and he spins it and all of a sudden it's like Nintendo NX in a bubble and he clicks it and everyone gets the message.
Well, the reason why they should be talking about it is like not even like a bunch of media outlets outside of the video game industry are talking about Pokemon Go. So if Nintendo was to come out and start talking about their new console, all these other media outlets would still write it because they think Nintendo's hot right now. So they would be pimping out the NX,
I think
so
this-
everyone would know about it.
I think Zelda's really what got people going. Like NX is gonna be cool.
But is it? I can still play it on my Wii U.
I know, but a lot of people want to say like, "Oh man, I wonder what it's gonna look like on my NX."
So they need to show me. They need to
Yeah.
show me why I want to play it on the NX versus my Wii U.
We gotta-
right now. I could just have it for $50.
I'm afraid that the reason why they're a little bit scared of announcing anything is that they think people are going to say, "Oh, this is underwhelming. This is not a system that we."
But
want.
if it's going to be underwhelming now, it's going to be underwhelming in 2 months.
no, I know, but I mean, like if they do it later, they're going to like do some. They say, "Oh, we're going to announce it. It's only got 2 months to buy it."
Or maybe they have something new that is not, we're not even thinking about, and they don't want to announce it
That's
because
what they
because
claim.
maybe it's not ready yet. So they don't want Xbox and PlayStation to jump on that bandwagon and be like, "Oh, we're making it too." By the way,
If it's running on the X1 processor, which is the rumor, there's basically no reason to show Zelda running on it because it's going to be the same thing just on the go.
It's not going to look any better than Wii U.
I'll piggyback on what Tommy said. He said, they have something new they want to show that Xbox and PS, 4 or Sony's going to do it. There's no time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if Nintendo has something revolutionary, PlayStation's not going to have something in.
But we don't
2
know.
months.
It could have just been a damn idea, and they're like, "Hey, let's just announce that we have something."
They're
If
not
it's
gonna
an
get it
Until
idea,
we
to the
figure
market.
out how to make this.
But they're
shit.
not going to get it.
They
to the
have to
market.
have figured out if it's coming out in March, Tommy.
Exactly.
Well, has it come out in March?
They said it's coming out in March.
But has it come out?
Tommy,
it's not March.
don't be dumb. They said it's coming out in March.
Now August.
I agree with Tommy. I believe it when I see it.
We don't know what it is. That's the problem.
It's not March though, so we don't know if it's gonna come out in March.
Stupid.
Get ready
How's
for a
that
Nintendo
stupid?
Direct that will blow your balls off.
Are they going to do direct or are they going to do an actual
They need to do a
presence?
conference.
They
They need
should
to do
do
a conference.
Nintendo doing a
They're
conference
never
now.
gonna do a conference now.
For the
They have to do a
They need
conference
to,
for their
dude.
next big console.
Yeah. Because from all this hidden,
Come on.
the secrecy and
I don't
stuff,
see
it's
him
not going to
doing
help
it.
out.
They have to.
I don't see it.
Like the directs are cool because they can do whatever they want and be creative with it, but it's a new console. Nintendo needs to do something special.
After all this secrecy.
Miyamoto coming at you with Nintendo Direct.
What if
about
the
why
con-
the NX is awesome?
What if the console is shaped like Mario?
What are you looking at? Why are you looking at head crabs,
Why
Soil?
do you want it shaped like a fat little character?
You gotta grab his hands and there's buttons in his hands.
His hat, maybe that'd be cool. I don't know.
That was a good Willie.
That's a good one.
All right,
I'm excited for console
So-
handheld hybrid, but there's got to be more to be so secret.
All right, well, it's a rumor for now.
It's all rumors. Mod
So
question.
mod question of the week, and what we got here is I have 2 questions, but I'm probably going to go with just one because one is
Sloan.
It's the
Can I-
mod,
wait, the reason
mod
why-
question.
I want to know your guys' opinion. Should I do one that's on sports or one that's based off of games?
games.
Do whichever one you
Games.
think is,
Okay,
is
so
going to get
games.
us
Here we
engaged
go.
more.
So I have a question for you, and I want you to choose a side, and I want you to give me why. So here it is. There's a man in New Jersey that's doing a lawsuit against Pokemon Go maker Niantic
God.
and Nintendo. And the lawsuit is against, the reason what the lawsuit is about is people entering his private property and just loitering around. Does that, and he's suing because he says Niantic did that and put that on his property. Technically they didn't. And do you think that person has a claim?
Yes.
Or do you think that
No.
that person does not have a claim, and why?
He absolutely has a claim. If there's some type of Pokestop or something where people are actually going onto private property
Yeah.
because of a direct result of this game, he absolutely has a claim.
But you don't have to get that
100%.
close.
Actually, that's kind of hard to say because I mean, if it was something, because you have to look at what is property, right? You have airspace, you have land space, water space, but is there digital space? That's something that has not been
What the
ever
fuck are you
thought
talking about? People are walking,
Like if you own a
walking
house,
onto his
no,
property.
if you own a house, right? You own the
The
air
qu-
above you,
but the
and
question-
you own the water below
but
you.
the-
Hold on. No. Look.
But you're causing people to
No,
physically walk
no.
onto your property.
People are flying on
you're
his
not
property?
causing
I don't
anyone anything.
understand.
They chose to do it. Now, based off an algorithm, there happens to be something in your area. Now, that doesn't mean people have to go. You know what I'm saying? So, can he really have them at fault?
The question
People
is
don't have
really-
to drive cars 100 miles an hour, but they do, and then they sue the company that made the cars.
So the question here
So he
is-
absolutely has a claim.
Really, the thing I'm saying is that if they're walking onto his property, so I'm going to jump into this and then say
You should sue them. Not
but
the company.
he should be suing the person that walks on his property because Niantic did not put the stop there. They just went off of a grid that somebody else entered there.
And you don't even have to go onto his property to.
You
see it.
don't have-
I hate reading these stories. People knocked on my house because there's a Pokemon in my backyard.
I know, it's
you don't have to
dumb.
go in their backyard. You can be like 20 feet away
That's
from
not
your house.
okay.
If it was a gym, if it was a Pokestop, you can go to the Niantic website and say, "Hey, this is on my private property. I want to take it down." They have an option for that, so there's no reason to complain. Pokemon, you don't even have to go back there.
So
You're getting into the semantics of the thing. The actual question is, does he have a claim in court? And I promise you 100% he does. You take this to court, he probably will win. Otherwise, they'll just take it out of his
there's
out
no
of his
reason.
house.
They already have the option to take down a Pokestop, take down a gym. Pokemon, you don't even have to be in the backyard. You
But
can
he
just be
sti-
nearby.
But he still has a claim.
Yeah, he
So,
has a
not
claim.
to
I don't think he'll
mention-
win
He
anything.
absolutely
to
has a
mention-
claim.
So Jeff says
Does
he
he
has a
own
claim.
GPS
Ryan, do you
location?
say he has a claim?
I say he has a claim, but he's not going to win anything.
Okay. So what do you think, Tommy?
He doesn't have a claim at all.
It depends on what he's going for. Is he going for money? Does he just want them stopped?
No,
or
he
removed?
wants the money. So
If
that's
he wants
what
to
they
stop
want.
revoked, he just has to contact the company.
Look,
to take it off.
his argument is you guys built this game, and as a result of this game, people come on my property.
Yes.
all the company has to say, hey, go to our website. We have an option for you
I
to
say he
submit
has a better claim.
A complaint.
I say he has a better claim if somebody came on his property, walked on his property,
Is it damaged?
and got hurt. Let's say he got hurt. That person got hurt, and he didn't have insurance to cover it. Then he has it because he's like,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, because like somebody climbed over his fence and ate shit.
But you don't have to climb over the fence. But you don't have to do that. Right? Isn't that what the whole argument was?
Technically, you don't have to if it's like a
Have you not read the disclaimer as soon as you open Pokemon Go now? Every time.
Don't trespass.
But look,
Mine says do not go to dangerous
It
areas.
says different things each time you open. One time it says don't play
laughing.
Pokemon and drive.
Oh, does he have a claim against the company?
Yes.
And it's hard to say because
I don't think that's hard to say.
No, look, because
I think the company is responsible for
No, no,
making
no,
an app
no.
that doesn't
Absolutely.
put things in people's backyards.
No, listen, but how can you say that? Oh, I own this digital space of like make believe.
Tommy, you know damn well what they're doing. It's their responsibility to make an algorithm that doesn't put things in residential
Tommy, legally,
backyards.
if somebody cannot come onto your property if you do not want them to come on your private property.
But
if they're
whose-
hopping
but whose
fences,
fault
if
is
they're
that?
opening gates,
The person who made the application that's bringing them there.
it's exactly.
Of course.
He has a
Okay,
claim.
so-
Absolutely. There's no
so if
digital.
you're-
That makes
so
no
let me
difference.
Let me ask you this: so if you're a drunk driver and you drive into a house, are the house owner going to sue the car company or the guy who drove the damn car?
I guarantee he'll sue both. If he gets a good lawyer, I promise you he'll sue both.
that's not even a proper analogy.
Yes, it is.
How
The
how
guy
the car company lead him to the house?
His GPS was not working properly.
for
It
this
told him to make a left
Niantic
turn right
is bring him to the
person's
house because
front
there's a
door.
Pokemon in his backyard.
the car and the game were both tools used to get you.
That
where
doesn't
you
make
are.
sense because the Pokemon's in the backyard, so it's leading them there.
We-
The
we
car
can take-
is not leading him to the house.
We can take the analogy
so the
and make it
Pokemon-
worth.
So look, the Pokemon's in the backyard, but does he actually own the? Because it's not there.
If
it's make believe.
okay, if we
listen,
want to use the
listen.
GPS system, the GPS said turn right here, so the drunk person drove into the house. Then yeah, you do have a claim against the GPS company because it led them the wrong way.
Everybody's gonna get sued in that.
I
in that scenario you just
honestly
gave.
think that he can take his claim to wherever he wants with the company, but I don't think he's going to win.
I don't think he'll win either.
I don't think he'll
he has
win
a
anything.
claim.
I think
he
the
won't win
company
money,
will-
but he'll win the right to take that Pokestop out of his house.
Yeah,
but
but
does he
he-
have a claim? Yes.
Yeah, he'll have a claim, but I don't think he's going to win jack
The
shit.
company already offers you the
The,
option.
the company probably already reached out to him as soon as he's
Yes.
filed the claim and said,
Ab-
we will
absolutely.
take it.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Niantic's been pretty dumb about this whole thing, so
Yeah.
they probably haven't done anything.
So, Tyler, what do you think?
I'm with Jeff 100% on it. He absolutely has a claim, but he won't win.
Mm.
He won't win money
I don't
unless it
think
was
he has,
damaged property. Then Niantic will probably give him something.
law-wise he doesn't, because he, like Will said, they have that option to do that. So they're gonna say, hey, you had this option, so case is gonna be thrown out. That's it. He's not gonna.
Yeah, that's probably what's
It
going to
doesn't
happen.
matter though. Okay, so you make an app and you
But-
put this disclaimer on. There was a Parks and Rec episode
Dude.
like last night I watched just about this. Just because you make something and put a disclaimer in, like, hey, unless you say no, we're gonna rape your entire life. And then all of a sudden, like a normal person
That
has
was
to
on
read.
South Park, remember?
No, it was on Parks and Rec too. But so a normal person has to read like a 1,000-page document just so they don't get raped in the ass by a big company.
It's not even that bad. You just go to the website.
It's just an ass raping.
What if the guy doesn't have internet? What if the guy doesn't have a smartphone? What if the guy has no internet access?
So, do you
What
remember-
about the coffee cup going on the lady's lap? Burning the lap. Now we have, caution. Hot.
it's okay.
that coffee was over temperature by OSHA standards or whatever it is. That coffee was hotter than it was supposed to
Ooh,
be.
this one was a
She
hot
had a
topic.
claim.
It's okay. Niantic will give him his Zapatos.
So my thing
and then
that-
they'll take it away.
my thing is that if you think about it in like the long term, yeah, Niantic should have went ahead and said, yeah, please do not go on private property and stuff like that. They should have done this. They're learning as they make their mistakes, and I think that it's overall.
But it's like I'm saying,
They're gonna
it's-
take away a
it's-
lot of
it's
that
shady
stuff.
area, because if they had a drone above the guy's backyard, then you could say, "Hey, man, this is my airspace. Get the fuck out." But he has an imaginary Pokemon off a GPS. It's programming. Who owns that GPS digital space?
Well, they're
I think
physically.
you're missing the point
And
here.
it's
Like,
not, no,
Tommy,
that
you're-
is
you're- so the people are actually physically going into his
Yeah.
private
that
property.
you're forget that. That has nothing.
You
to
can't
do with
forget that. That's the whole
I-
thing.
yeah, I
No.
don't.
That's what it's about,
He's
Tommy. You
suing
can't just
them
forget
because
that.
the game includes his area.
no,
That's
he's
why
suing
he's
them.
suing them
He's suing
because
them.
of-
People are coming
yeah.
onto his property because of this game.
Yes.
I don't think he cares if
so
there's an
why
actual
doesn't he sue the
Pokestop in his
people then?
backyard. Because the people would never
That's
go
like
there had
saying
it not been for
that's
that.
like saying I can never sleep because of the damn planes over my house. I'm suing
That's
the
not
whole
the same.
airline.
And people do
and
that.
people sue planes.
Yeah, people do sue the airlines for having airline traffic above
Half
their
of the
house.
city of Yorba Linda sued the train tracks because the trains were too loud after they bought their
They
house when
built
the
a-
trains were already established.
They built a giant sound wall just
and they
'cause
built
of
a
that.
huge sound wall.
Dane is popping out right here. Relax.
just mad.
That was
Go
a good,
crazy.
Hey, that was a good question.
He has a
then.
claim. That's basically what I say.
He has a claim. I don't think he'll win anything. They'll take it. They'll take the Pokemon away. I don't know.
He'll ask for a bunch of money, and then they'll be like, "Do you care? We'll just take it away then." They'll be like,
you know
with
what's
this
gonna
new
happen?
update, with this new
Dismiss.
update,
Oh.
there's
A whole bunch of people are gonna go around this guy's house and drop incenses, and then it's just gonna be like a whole.
Well,
bunch
yeah,
of
he should have said anything because
with
that's
the
exactly
new
what's gonna
update, they
happen.
took away all the grass. The only grass I see now is in parks.
Yeah, they took out a lot of stuff for the new update.
So I think
They killed a
maybe
lot of nests.
Maybe this whole controversial topic is what led to that.
So I was going to say one more thing, and then that is,
Say it.
what do you think about this soccer game? What did you think about it, Jeff? We went to a soccer game. We saw a British team beat up on a Mexican team. What do you think?
I can talk about it freely.
Yes. I just asked you a question.
Well, I enjoyed the Liverpool game more than I did the Arsenal game because my phone broke in the Arsenal game.
How'd you break your phone?
It was already previously
Tell us.
broken, but then I was just sitting there. I swear, I was just sitting there texting, and the screen went black. and
How
it
do
was
you
done.
break your phone?
It was
so
like
much?
he pressed.
This is the first time I've ever broken my phone. Besides,
Wasn't
that
your phone
phone
already
at your
crippled?
house.
You and Renee's phones are always broken.
Renee breaks her phone a lot. I've only broken my phone once, but that was after I got a new phone and I threw that one.
Is that
So
what
I
I
already
said? I'm
remember your phone was crippled. It was already cracked, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was already cracked like all over, but it was still worked fine. And then I was sitting there.
It's 'cause he
texting.
pressed-
Oh yeah, still worked fine.
Done.
You can't even read news stories from the damn thing.
Did Samsung fix your phone for free?
No.
Okay.
So what happened was his screen was so cracked. I think he pressed on a crack.
Did you get a
Which killed the
Samsung
LCD
VR for
screen.
free this time?
Huh?
Did you get a VR headset for free this time?
No, they said because I got the
Stupid TV.
TVs, I wouldn't get the VR headset. I'd rather have the TV though,
Oh.
to be honest. But I did like both games. I enjoyed both games. The Liverpool game was cool because we got to sit close, and we got to sit with all the fans, and we got to cheer and yell. It was kind of hard to see because we're behind the goal. But the Arsenal game was cool because we had like the FIFA view. I really enjoyed it. You guys should have went.
I enjoyed it a
I
lot.
didn't get an invite.
You should have came. Tyler.
You
It
guys
was
all got
super
invited multiple
cheap.
times.
I think it was more expensive than I wanted to pay.
I think
The first one was $50.
No, the first one was $50, and we got to sit like really close and yell and cuss
invite.
and stuff.
Like
I think
6
Tyler
floors
would have
back.
loved it. I don't know why Tyler didn't go.
He
The
never
general
goes anywhere.
mission.
Because Tyler never does anything.
All right, that wraps up another week of Nerd Confessions. We would like to thank all our listeners. Join us next week as we talk about Life is Strange, Stranger Things, and we're going to watch Suicide Squad.
Yep.
As a reminder, you can also find our previous episode and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. You can also follow us on our many social media platforms and send us your confessions at contact at nerdconfessions.net. All right, everybody. See ya.
Hey,
Wide the way. Donkey penis.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye, Tammy.
It was on that mic. It picked it all the way up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
Bye.